What's up, guys?
What's up,
Welcome to
dudes?
On the Edge. We got
Hey.
our man, the man himself, Mr. Jake Bearded Gear. Dude, I mean, Kevin's going to be here in a few minutes, guys. He had to stuff his face with a big fat dick before he came on, and so we're letting him do that. So he'll be on in a few minutes.
Him.
Yeah, no shit.
Might need a few more.
Right. So he'll be here in a minute. But Jake, holy crap. The launch today, the pre-order was epic.
Yeah, we any minute now, it's looking like we will be officially sold out. We're down into the low single digits. So, yeah, I mean, I don't have words for it. If I try to talk a lot about it, I'm just going to go in circles because it's crazy that it went the way it did today. We thought it was going to take a lot longer to sell through all 300 units. So,
yeah. See, you know what? I didn't think it would. I thought it would go pretty fast, and I'm glad that it did because it's you first of all, you and Ryan, and the knife is just awesome. I mean, it really is. Now, of course, you have people that are like, I don't know, $300, but I guess they haven't been paying attention to the reasons why the $300 price tag is there because I don't think it's bad at all. But
I mean, I think a lot of people are very fair in saying 300 sounds like a lot because when you compare it to certain things, yes, it sounds like a lot. There are knives in the same materials that exist for half as much right now. You can get a micarta M390 folder for $150, sure. But there are also knives that are in inferior materials and cost more. So then it becomes a good deal compared to those. And then when you consider it's two of us, it's our first knife design ever. It's not only like just anybody is producing it, but it's Riyadh who's producing it. We're doing only 300 units.
Right.
So our
Small
run size
production.
is gigantic.
Exactly.
That's the big one right there because with a smaller production run, the price is always higher. If you can't compete with somebody that has 1,000 knives that they purchase at the same time because the price is going to be lower. So,
and we're also not trying to be cheap. Like that's not our goal. Is to have an inexpensive. If we wanted to make a budget knife, we'd make a budget knife, and we built the knife in the range that it's in so that we could maximize all the things we wanted. And a lot of the things that I love about the knife, you typically don't find all that readily on a knife at $300, let alone all put together. So yeah, anytime someone pushes back on the price, I get it. And it's fine. If it's too much for you, that I'm not offended at all. But when people like insinuate that we're being greedy or overcharging, then I feel the need to explain why it costs what it does, because we're not making this giant cash grab.
Right.
My point is like people keep comparing it. Well, what about the F5.5? And I'm like, dude, yes, micarta, M390, titanium liners, on paper, same thing, right? Completely different design, but same manufacturer, right? But how many knives does Urban EDC Supply sell?
Right.
Like
more than 300.
Thousands of knives. How many different variations have they done in the last couple months, right? You got titanium, bronze, micarta, all kinds of different. It's just you two different knives and a couple hundred a piece.
Plus,
it makes
the
sense.
Aspect of we're a new business, and
exactly
we've out of pocketed a lot of the things to get our business started, but starting a business itself, like the structure of a new business, costs money. None of it is free for us to be doing, and all the time we've sunk into it and all of it. So I don't know. There's no part of me that feels any sort of like, oh, maybe we should have really tried to get it lower. Like we tried to get it as low as we got it. And so it costs what it is. And I think when people get it, they should feel, and hopefully they will feel, and everyone who's felt the prototype so far has not felt like, wow, this is way too much. Comparing it to a PM2 is something a lot of people do as well. And it's like, well, you can get for sub $200, you can get a PM2. It's like, do you know how many PM2s Spyderco makes?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Their structure is completely different.
I call it the PM2 killer. In my opinion, it's better. I know I'm probably going to trigger some people, but I'm not a big PM2 guy.
Sucks.
I feel like it's a good knife. I feel like it's a good knife, and I've handled a ton. But I feel like it's an overrated knife. at the same time. Like there was a lot of hype behind it. It's cool. But for me, the Avant was like that middle ground between Para 3 and Para 2, kind of in the middle, that perfect
It's right in the
size.
middle, yeah.
Better for lefties. It's a liner lock. You got the reversible clip, whereas the compression lock is not as great for lefties, which Kevin will tell you is the reason why he doesn't really like it that much, because it's not that
Kevin's
great for lefties.
opinionated?
You know, so you got M390 compared to what, S30V?
Hollow grind.
Hollow grind. 15 thousandths behind the edge, which was insane. That thing was stupid sharp.
Right.
Yeah.
So
everybody. So I went to a knife show today, and I handed this to several people. I specifically, once the show like quieted down a little bit, I took a few minutes and handed it to Dave from ProTech and had him take a look at it, which was just a lot of fun for me as somebody who really likes his knives. But he would not stop talking about how light it was. And everybody who picks it up says that, where it just feels, it's one of those knives where like looking at it, you think it's going to weigh a certain amount, then you pick it up and it's less. Kind of like how the Arius does that for me. It's like for a titanium frame lock that looks like what I'm looking at, this should feel heavier in my hand. And this kind of does the same thing where like you think it's going to weigh about what a PM2 does because it looks proportionally similar to a PM2. And then it's not. It weighs a lot less. And yeah, I mean, I think that the proof will be in the pudding. When people get them, they'll find out whether they think it's worth it or not. And people can still disagree. They can say for them they don't think it is. But I feel like if I were looking at this, obviously I'm biased AF, but if I'm looking at this from a consumer perspective, as someone who buys a lot of knives, value wouldn't be a problem I'd have with this because I buy way worse value propositions all the time.
Yeah, I think we all have done that.
Is that blue, that gay blue wristband that you have on? Is that from the knife show?
Yeah, they're all cut it off.
You don't have to cut it off. I was just busting your chops. Yeah, using my knives.
Use your shit.
Yeah.
So, how was the show otherwise, other than you able to show the Avant to a bunch of people, which I'm sure, and I want to hear more stories about that, really. But did you buy anything at the show, or do you even want to show us? Because I know you probably are going to do a video on it.
You're good. I'll spoil it here. I bought one thing and one thing only, and it is the Gucciest Malibu ever.
Oh my God!
So I don't know how you pronounce this wood. It's spelled Bocote. I think it's like Bocote. I don't know. Bocote. So it's these wooden inlays on a titanium framed Malibu, full titanium, and it gets the titanium milled 3D clip. So they were telling me they spend on each of these clips, it takes 40 minutes of just machine time. That's not counting finishing and anodizing and all that stuff.
What's up, dude? Sorry.
What's up, dude?
Hey.
So yeah, this was I saw them post on their stories yesterday that they were going to have these, and I hustled over to the show. I was late because it was drop day, but I busted it to get over there, and I got one just before they sold out of them. They only made like single digits of these, so.
Is it thick compared to your regular one?
I would have to I can grab my regular one. It feels maybe slightly thicker. I'd have to put it next to it. It feels heavier for sure. That's the first thing you notice, but I don't mind because it's a fancy one. I feel like it doesn't bother me that it feels a little heavier. It just feels dressed up.
Right. Yeah, the Thai one I had was definitely thicker, I could tell. And then they didn't mill anything out. I rewatched my video because Kyle Lanfear said he had one, and it was milled out to save weight, which is weird. But he had one, I think, Damascus, so maybe, or Damascus, so maybe they
had more with DLC blades of those titanium ones there today. And if they didn't have these, I probably would have gotten one of those because the Malibu is one of my favorite knives. I like the idea of just having like an ultimate version of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But they had this, so I went for it, and it was $700, which is a lot.
Damn, dude! Why is it so much more than the one I had?
Because it's inlaid, and they made 7 or 8 of them.
He was just talking about the pocket clip too. The pocket clip is now nice and fancy. 40-minute cycle time on that is wow.
Oh yeah, shit. Okay, so yeah, that's like a doped out. And then they DLC'd the blade. That's kind of weird. I mean, I know
love
you
that
like
it's DLC.
that. but I feel like a really nice belt satin or hand satin would have been really nice on that, because they usually do the stonewash, right?
Right.
Which I like it on this. I've had a few Malibus now, and I always end up back to this blue one.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
These
that's
frames
awesome.
are crazy too. I don't know if it'll come up, but it's orange peeled and then super lightly anodized to like this champagne color.
$700 for a Malibu. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
Cool.
for me, like I feel like I've been going through this phase with my collection anyways, where when I'm not carrying the knife I'm in the process of reviewing, I'm only grabbing like the nicest knives anyways, because I feel the most bad that I don't carry the most expensive ones.
Right.
And so if I'm going to have like permanent knives in my collection of things that I like, to me, it makes sense to have like, this is now like the Grail Malibu, and it's going to be the one that I use and carry because it feels the most special, and I have too many other knives. So like, yeah, I don't know. To me, it's definitely expensive, but
I'd be interested to see you do a comparison between the stock and that one, just because I noticed a lot of differences that led me to want to keep the actually like cheaper one. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that comparison.
Cheaper one's the better user for sure. It's lighter, and it costs a lot less, and it's got the same blade steel and the same cutting geometry and the same coating.
Right. I also don't think you're like me, where like if I have two of something, I like have to instinctually pick one. Like that has to be better, and then that makes me just not want the other one. It's weird. Like one has to be the one, and then I just sell the other one. I do it with every.
There can only be one.
Right, and you're not really like that. Like you can appreciate all the knives. I struggle with that, as people very well know.
You're just not appreciative.
Yes, correct. Yeah, hey guys, I saw a bunch of people in the chat say hi and ask me how I'm feeling. I'm good. I'm definitely better. We're getting over it, and I'm definitely gonna pound some beers tonight with you guys.
So no Wu flu?
Well, the rapid test was negative, but I just found out. My mom called me right when we were about to start. They just got back from vacation. They were the ones who they rented a big house in Cape May. That's where we were going to go for the week. So they were there all week. My mom actually got sick Tuesday. She has the same thing. I don't know why she didn't tell me until now. I guess she didn't want us to worry about it. She was here watching our kid last week while we were working, because we had her home from daycare because she was sick. So my mom got it too, which sucks. But she seems to be getting better too. I think it's just the summer flu. You know what I mean? Like before the Wu flu, people got sick. So
right,
it's just that's what it is. Now it's like easy. It's so easy to jump to think it's that, because for one, the symptoms, like any fucking symptom, I could stub my toe and it's a COVID symptom.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
same thing with the COVID deaths. It's like he had a motorcycle accident, but he had COVID, so we're gonna put that down as a death. That's what they fucking do.
Yeah, you're right. But anyway, we don't need to get into all that. I'm feeling better, guys. So
good.
Yeah. Did we talk about the Avant?
Oh yeah, we're way past that. Fuck you.
Sure did.
Are they all gone?
There's only a couple left. We're in the low single digits. I have to check from my desktop. Hold on.
Yeah, because somebody, Grateful Panic said the Avant sold out. So
I checked on my phone, and it still says some of the DLC coded ones are available.
So if you guys want one, you better go get one now.
Go get it now.
Yeah,
I got one
better.
of each variant, of course.
So did I.
Got a show out for my boy here.
On this.
Yeah,
we
Chris
had
picked one up. Which one did you get, Chris?
Black micarta and satin blade.
I don't know what it is. I'm not a DLC guy, and I'm not a green micarta guy, really. But that one just looks dope, and I kind of have the suspicion that I'm gonna do a scale swap when I get them.
All murdered out, dude.
I'll have murdered out, and then I'll have green micarta with felt satin, which will look dope. So
that murdered out is gonna look awesome.
Yeah.
That will look cool.
Yeah.
Are you getting any extra scales made, Jake?
Or
possibly. I know people would probably love to buy just a set of black micarta scales or something.
Yeah, so we definitely, Ryan and I both love the idea of offering extras, scales, hardware, all kinds of stuff. Because we both love modding our knives and we want to make
Right.
the things that we would want, right? Or that we do want.
But you don't want to get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, for the first production run, like we've already bitten off so much that we're going to need to chew on next.
Right.
That
Pick
adding
up
more
skirt
complication
bitches.
to it might be a little bit much, but in the long term
If you
of
know,
Luft
you know.
Concepts, absolutely there will be scales available from
Okay.
us. And whether we have React make them as extras in other configurations,
or
or
you could
if
do
we
like,
partner with somebody else, we can.
right, because you're friends with Cerberus, and he does that kind of shit.
I'm
That'd
friends with
be a good-
Cerberus, Sharp Dress Knives. I talked to.
Right.
Rick
be
Scratch
awesome.
Tech is a cool dude. Yeah, there's
Would
a
it
number of
work?
people who make scales and clips and all kinds of stuff.
Like with the design, would it work to put titanium scales on it? If you
We already
took
plan on a next run to do a set of titanium or a
No.
a
But
part
I mean,
of the
like,
batch with titanium
if somebody
scales.
made titanium scales, would they fit onto the current Avant? I don't know if I'm
If you-
just being an idiot,
I
but
don't
I
see
feel
why
like-
not.
Yeah, if you made them to the same spec as the micarta,
Right.
so the scales or the liner still sets within.
That
it,
would
then
be
absolutely.
cool too.
Because I think the F5 was like that. I had a titanium one,
Yeah, it's still
Can't
a liner
remember.
lock.
but there might not be a liner on the
There
one
was.
side, inside. Yeah.
I'm almost positive on that. There is. It's more rare if you do like on, I don't know, Spyderco scale swap knives and stuff. If you wanted to put a pair of titanium scales on your PM2, it's not going to alleviate the liner on the show side. The only ones I know of that do that are the Lynch Northwest aluminum scales, and then like if you get the Blade HQ copper exclusives, I think those don't have a show scale. But if you're
Right.
doing a scale swap with aftermarket scales, like on the PM2, which is nested liners on both sides, just like our design, you're gonna
Right.
still keep both liners in when you put titanium or copper or brass,
I
whatever
just
they
can't
are.
remember if it doesn't really matter though if the titanium F5 had that liner or not, because if you're going to have scales made, you're going to make sure that liner fits. So it doesn't really matter. I'm just overthinking it. But yeah, that would be cool, I think, to partner with somebody maybe. And that's something you could work on so that it drops like as they get shipped, which would give you some more cash flow if you're thinking business wise. You're going to, all those knives are going to ship, and then bang, you could drop however many scale sets and sell them right away instead of the whole pre-order type thing.
Right.
So that's
Yeah, we plan to play with a couple of things. Nothing is certain yet, and we needed to get to and through the pre-order before we could start like
right.
chasing these things. But
be Avant once. Vintage skills. Oh god, don't start
some
this
Westy
again,
scales.
guys. I can't do this again. I read so many fucking comments on Thursday.
That shit was funny as hell.
He was saying vintage micarta scales. He might not have even been trying to make a joke.
I think he was making a joke. I think it was both, but yeah.
Yeah, I went back and watched that whole live because I wasn't able to be on. It was hilarious. People were they were coming up with all kinds of funny shit.
It just kept
fantastic.
lining up one after another. That shit was funny as hell.
How did the retail sales go? So I don't think there weren't any sold on retailers, right?
Nope.
They
So
bought
basically, retailers won't sell them until they get them. I don't think any retailers will be doing a pre-order type of thing on them. Basically, when the production knives get here, we'll be sending the allotted knives that retailers bought from us to them, and they'll list them on their sites. So that'll be, frankly, for all the people who are butthurt that they missed out on the satin variant, that'll be your only other
did you
chance
get a
to
lot of
get a
that?
satin one.
They
Not
sold
a
out
ton,
quick.
but there's a number of people who were bummed that they missed out on
Right.
satin.
Hey man,
'Cause
we
it was-
warned you. We warned you. I put out like multiple posts. Kyle put up posts. Grady put up posts. Luft Concept put up posts. Like,
Well, I mean, and it also satin lasted
30 minutes.
I'd have to look back.
30 minutes. I checked
think
it at
was-
work, and I checked twice. And I think at like 12:26, it was still available. I checked again 10 minutes later, and it was out.
That's
I think it
impressive.
was just
Yeah.
at or before the 30-minute mark. So to have like compared to some other drops that go in a minute, like 30 minutes is
Zero.
a lot of time to get the one
Dude,
you want if there's
But
two
if it's your
versions.
first it's your first product launch ever, and it sells out that fast. That's like, even if it takes, let's say, the rest of today for those DLCs to sell out, to do it in less than like 12 hours is fucking impressive.
Right.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of mind blowing. And it wasn't like you had 10 of each. Like, there was 150 of each, or was 120 because you sold the retailer some, or what?
No, so 150 of each on the site today. The retailers are getting separate allotment. We're ordering an extra 100 that are for retailers only.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so there'll be 50 more of each variant going to retailers.
Are they going to be numbered in a different way? How does that work?
No, so the knives will be numbered.
Can I have number
1,
2, please?
No, the knives will be numbered from 1 to 225 of each color. So each color will get its own unique numbering, but it'll
225 of each you ordered.
Yeah, because there's 50 extra total knives for us to have for warranty and QC and anything that needs to happen. We're going to have those on hand, plus parts, and we're going to be well set up for warranty. But 225 numbered. We want them all to be numbered so that even if somebody does have a warranty issue and sends their knife into us, they're not getting like an unnumbered one back. It'll be a different number, but they'll get a numbered one. So, that's just the way logistically that it makes the most sense.
How many people have asked you for a number?
A few. I've told every one of them no. So the only people who are getting numbers are Ryan and myself. And
I could see that being like such a pain in the ass to have people wanting. I'd never understood that either. Like, what the fuck does the number on the knife matter at all to anyone?
It doesn't matter to me at all.
Don't bother me at all.
Some people just like that stuff. Some people just like to have, low production knives with the same number. It's number cool to them. I get it. That's cool. I don't give a shit about it, but I know some people do, and that's their thing. So
if I happen to get one and it has like my lucky number or a number that happens to be my kid's birthday, then cool. Like great, I got a cool number. But otherwise, it doesn't do anything to the knife. It doesn't. The lower number isn't the better knife, or it is what it is.
Dude, Nimble's number is 69. That's fucking awesome. Oh, sorry.
Everyone wants 69 and 420.
That's is that Matt Sargent who has 69?
Cale Thompson, right here.
Oh, right. Okay.
You said yours is 14. That's Screaming Pirate's lucky number that he wants every knife to be in. And guess who I told can't have number 14?
That's why I brought it up. I was gonna ask if he came at you for that. You told him no?
I told everybody no. I'm not gonna deal with on
He'll just have to buy it
and shipping knives, figuring out who wants what number. I'm just not gonna do that.
He'll have to buy number 14 off somebody or something.
Like a trade or whatever.
If I get that one, $1,000, bro. And your Avant. I'll just trade you the backspacer. Like, that's all it is, right? I mean,
well, the number is probably laser etched inside the scale. Is that going to be the way it is too?
The plan is to put it on the inside of the backspacer for the number, so that'll be internally there.
Does that automatically,
oh, that's cool.
Don't
they? They'll do whatever you want them to do.
I mean, like if you take apart the F5. I think it's almost any Riot knife I've taken apart. Now that I think about it, they put a number on each side on the liner so that they know what goes together. I think, like it's a manufacturing thing. I'm pretty sure.
They certainly don't have to. They may default to it. But yeah, for us, we're telling them specifically that we want it on the inside of the backspacer.
That's your numbering. They might have their own for something. I don't know. Whatever.
Wait. So on the F5.5, I'm looking in there. I see a engraved, not laser etched, an engraved, looks like a logo, but it looks like a penis from here. What does their logo look like?
No, it's the wax. Oh, it's a watch. I'm going to take
this
apart
dude.
Right now.
What kind of dick do you look at?
I'm just saying it looks like a small baby penis.
Because it takes 2 seconds to take this knife apart.
I thought you were talking about the bomb logo, like the Boxnays bomb logo.
Yeah, they put it together. It's a watch and a bomb together. That's how they did it. They did their logo and mixed it. Here, I'll show you though, because I already have it apart, basically. Come at me, bro. Take my knife apart.
Oh, look who's in the house.
Tyler, make it.
Yeah, he's fixing his
What's up?
Hey.
Just talking knives. You know, stuff.
Whoa, what just happened?
You went all dark.
There we go.
Turned off
There
the
we go.
lights.
All right, I got it apart.
My audio is really
Good
quiet.
luck
Can you guys
getting
hear me
back
okay?
together. Or make me big.
I can hear you.
We can hear you, Tyler.
Yeah.
I can't hear you guys. That's the problem.
Oh.
Just leave and come back. It works every time, pretty much. Here's the
No, I
inside.
think I
There's
got
that
it.
box bomb, and I think I was wrong. These aren't numbered. I swear, all the other ones I've ever taken apart are numbered.
I love you so much, Kevin.
It's hilarious.
So much.
Literally not numbered. Hey, man, at least I proved myself wrong when I fuck up. But yeah, I don't see anything. Interesting.
Tyler, is that box what I think it is?
It is. I just got it.
Ooh.
Hey.
Is that the
Yes.
proto?
It is.
Sure is.
Oh, you
I haven't
wanna
I haven't
open it?
opened it yet. I thought I'd unbox it on this live stream.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yes.
go for it. We were just talking about how it sold out in like 30 minutes, all the satin ones.
Did all the black and the PVD ones sell out?
They're just about sold out.
We literally have like 5 left at the moment. So
Yeah.
Nice.
we're real close.
So go buy one, people. It'd be cool if you sold them out while Jake was on here.
That would be cool.
What
Sure,
this is
Jake
interesting
wouldn't
packaging.
Gotta
That's
protect that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it in that pouch thing?
No, it's like in this like orange stuff.
Well,
like
wait
foam.
until you
Orange
get
foam.
into that. There's
This
a
is cool.
pouch in there too, like a
is way
sunglasses
cool.
pouch with a sticker on it.
I just
That's
used
how
those
you
to
do it.
ship loaner knives.
That's how you should do your packaging.
They're all gonna come like that, high quality print and all that shit right there.
Yeah, when MC did his unboxing, I was like, it was almost like he was thinking that was going to be the packaging, and the whole time I was like, no, doofus, that is not how it's going to come.
Called him a
Ooh, there it
doofus in your
is.
living room.
I love MC.
There it is. Let's see
Oh,
how the
you're-
flipping action is. Oh yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, that
Hey,
flipper's money, dude.
Ooh.
I love the
That
flipper. on it.
sound.
I mean,
That's
the,
that.
Yeah, did you hear the
sound
ting?
good. Ding.
Ding.
How'd you get that? How'd you get that? Like that?
That's the
Oh,
hollow
yeah,
grind,
does that.
right?
man. It's got to be
That
the
is
hollow
awesome.
grind.
So
Yeah,
to
that
be
is-
totally transparent, though, that one tings the most out of all the prototypes we've gotten. Like mine does a little bit of a ting, but it's not like that one. That one sings.
It really does.
If mine doesn't ting, I'm going to do fucking warranty. Warranty!
Yeah, I know, right?
Dude,
I'll send it back to you tinging less.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it continued to ting after I took it apart. That was impressive.
I am too. I was actually worried about it whenever you took it
I was
apart.
worried because I had it next, and I was like, "Don't do it; it's gonna take it away." What the fuck?
That's nice, man. I'm
Yep.
excited.
Yeah.
I was excited to check it out. Yeah.
Either about that crown spine. I love that crown spine.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh yeah. It's a nice
Dude,
You
feature.
got to put it through its paces, dude.
I will. Has anybody sharpened it, or does it not need to be?
I don't
I
think
didn't.
anybody has yet.
No.
I think I might have put it on my strap like one time just to see how it felt, which is pointless, but
I don't have any paper nearby. Let me see if it shaves arm hair still. Oh, it's still shaving arm hair, so we're good. We don't need to sharpen it. Let's drop it.
Cool.
Nice, yeah, that's exciting. So this is the one that sold out fastest, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That one was under 30 minutes.
yeah,
Crazy.
I'm surprised.
I'm
feel
actually
like a lot of
surprised.
people would like the other one.
Yeah, me too. I thought the other one would sell out faster. I'm surprised you still have some of those left.
Man, it's F5s.
Yeah, when we were feeling people out, just posting like which version do you plan on getting, and people would comment and stuff, it was really 50-50. So
Right.
me and Ryan were on speakerphone the whole time this morning for like half hour before the drop, and then for the entire time
That's-
during it for a
That
while. And
must
it was
have
like,
been fun.
oh, look at Satin freaking pulling away. Like we didn't think it was gonna be that much of a split.
You know, poor people like
Yeah, I like
coated
that.
blades, so it makes sense that that one's taking a little while.
Did you say poor people like coated blades?
Yeah, coated blades and Androids. That's what poor people all own.
Oh, what the fuck are the
I got-
Android thing? You and Jake, bro.
They always make fun of us in Android. So
Dude, me and Jake got in
I
like
have
a
an
full blown
iPhone.
argument about Android and Apple the
iPhone
other
for
night.
life.
I have an iPhone 12. And
Kale said he'll
bought
buy
the
it if
PVD
you
version,
give him a
so
special number.
just saying.
I'll
You
give
bought the
my
what?
number.
I bought the PVD version, and
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah,
And
and
you
I have an iPhone, so that really just completely destroys your
So-
theory there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I
For
didn't
the
say.
internet.
Well,
You must
yeah,
be like a
I'm just
liberal or
saying
something.
that
You're
more
all
people
jacked up.
Are more likely to buy coated blades. You know, people with money will buy both, like I did. You know, because I'm rich.
This is thin.
I
Does
live in
anyone
my
measure
row
the?
with 2 of every knife.
Yeah, it's like 15,000 behind the edge.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty slicey, man.
It
It
feels
almost
thin.
it's pretty incredible when you feel the edge. Because I was like, is this like I don't even know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but you can't like I don't know. And then the hollow grind is
Yeah, dude, I'm super stoked.
It's as deep as the one on this Evo right here. Like it's
Yeah.
disgusting.
It is worth it.
And it
really
starts
deep. That
so
is,
high. That's the
yeah,
most
it's clear up
intriguing,
here.
unique thing about that knife is that where that hollow grind starts is so high.
That's what I
It's
love
crazy.
about the hollow grind, like that kind of grind, because I actually don't prefer the very deep, very small hollow grinds because it gets so thick so fast. Doing it that way keeps the edge thin for a long time. Yeah.
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 Kyle, I saw your buddy today, Sean O'Connell Knives. He was at the show, and he won.
Oh, I was going to
2
ask you
awards.
about that.
Yeah,
Yes,
he got
awesome.
2 best folder awards in 2 different categories. He had a couple knives there in Magna Cut I was talking to him about. He's a cool dude.
Yes.
His hollow grinds are crazy.
Dude, I can't wait. I've got one commissioned from him in the Magna Cut, and I am so freaking stoked.
Yeah, they were cool
I am
knives.
so stoked.
They're definitely more
Like
your
he
style
hates
than my
us poor
style, but
people.
I like
Yeah,
it.
they are definitely.
It's cool to see him go from modding
Why I make
Striders
the
and
joke.
stuff to making his own knives.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
he does
say
pretty
again,
good. job.
modded Striders?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what he used to do? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he just modded Striders all the time for people and eventually started making his own stuff. So
Yeah, that one Kyle has is pretty cool. Yeah, fuck you, Chris. I don't know how you got
Nice.
that before me.
Yeah, he got the Stormtrooper.
I ordered it the day after and still got it before him.
Dude, that same thing happened to Kevin when I ordered the sheepdog. He ordered the sheepdog before I did.
Yeah.
And I got it before.
I have no idea. I was surprised when I got the email saying it was out for delivery today. I was like,
I'll
really?
hold up a
Fuck, I just
fancy
ordered
knife.
it.
All right, there you go.
Is that the one that stabbed you?
Yep, this is
Okay.
it's my baby now because it stabbed the shit out of me.
You have like a newfound respect for it.
I like the black micarta though. It looks nice.
You dig it?
Yeah. Feels good. That's good gear ergos. I like this. First
It's
impressions
all
are
the rage these days.
quite good.
Micarta.
I kind of figured it would be.
well.
I'm not surprised at all. But
Like a year
Yeah,
ago, you
I had
couldn't get
my-
like Micarta.
When I met you at Blade Ops with Brandon, I had my 3D printed just plastic prototype, right?
you
So
did,
I
yeah,
can
you did.
feel that.
Yeah,
It feels a little different as a real knife, that's for sure.
yeah, it does. Yeah, Riot does such a good job. That was a great choice for OEM. I was glad to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the only choice. in
You're
my
a strange man, Jared.
Yeah,
That's a weird combination of things not to like.
nice. Yeah, that's sweet, dude. I got another box. I got another box in the mail today. I got another knife today. A little knife center action.
Knife
Let's open it and find out.
Now we got to hear all about Kevin's not liking Knife Center.
I like Knife Center. What do you mean?
Which one you don't like?
Knife Works and Smoky Mountain Knife Works.
Smoky Mountain. Maybe it was Smoky
Wait.
Mountain.
I don't like anything with Knife Works in the fucking name.
Yeah, here for too long. Tyler's going to have a different background because aren't you moving, Tyler?
Yeah, not till like end of October, I think, though. So we got a little bit. This is a Spyderco, by the way. It's a.
Is it a crew wear pair of 3?
It is, yeah, all blacked out one.
Wait,
With the
Knife
Smooth
Center?
G10.
I didn't know they had that.
Yeah, it's a Knife Center
Yeah.
exclusive. So it's
Smooth G10
it's completely
DLC
blacked
crew wear.
out.
Oh,
Like
wow.
everything, the liners, everything. They
Yeah,
don't usually
poor
do the
people
compression
love
lock.
that one.
Yeah. That's
It's
nice.
an Android Pair 3.
That's an Android pair. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that G10 feels actually really good. It's smooth,
Guys are
like
dicks.
he's saying. It actually has a very,
I
very
hate
similar.
I hate their stock
Yeah.
G10.
It's got a similar texture to my Carta, honestly. I feel like
Yeah.
just having these
Their
two in
smooth
hand next to
G10
each
is
other.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's very similar. Yeah, I love Pair 3. So I was like, and I haven't bought one. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. I bought this. I've been testing the S45 on this for like the last couple, probably like
How's
week and a
that
half,
going?
2 weeks. Good. Yeah. Holding up well. I've had to sharpen it just because I rolled the edge on a pretty big piece of wire I cut in half on the factory edge. So I was like, I better sharpen it. See how it does anyway. It'll be better test anyway. Yeah, this is cool. It's all blacked out. That is sick. They've never done that, I don't think, before, have they?
So they just started
Bougie boo.
on coated knives from Spyderco now. They're doing blacked out liners. They didn't used to, but like if you get even like the Rex Shaman, that's about the period where it started. Where they at some point in 2022 they made the shift. So if you get a coated blade, it's typically accompanied by coated liners, which was always a pet peeve of mine. That
Great.
you get
Yeah,
a blacked out
exactly.
knife and then you'd have satin liners.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that looks good.
Yeah, because
Feels good.
Yeah, that
too.
looks
a lot of
terrible
people
when they do
like
that.
that. Yeah,
On
a lot of
any
people
knife.
didn't like that.
Yeah. Look, why
I'm
would
gonna
you
change the clip.
black out everything except the liners on anything? I mean, even the Evatac has
True.
blacked
Spray
out
painted.
liner.
That's actually a great point. I mean, yeah, that's spray paint, but
Except for the standoffs or
a
whatever.
lot of other companies do, like when they do blacked out, they do it all black. They don't skimp on that. I always wonder why Spyderco did that.
Yeah, when we
That
were
was weird.
picking our PVD variant for the Avant, there was no question whether the liners were going to be PVD as well or not. It's
Right.
like everything is going to be PVD. It's just you're not going to stick satin on a PVD blade. Doesn't make sense.
No, never did.
True that. Handle Jack Strap Soap Company. Oh man, I use Dr. Swatch. Is that what it is? Dr. Swatch? Feels weird saying doctor, but I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's the soap company that plenty advertising all the time.
Yeah.
You see it and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I love their shit, man. They make some really good soap. Is that all
this the,
natural shit? They have
talking about soap
deodorant
on this
too.
podcast
Doesn't
or
hurt.
this live stream or what?
No. Yeah, right. I
Or
should get
knives?
them
I don't
to.
know.
They're too big for that, man. They wouldn't want to sponsor us. I do have some shit to give away, though. I just have one of these KPL maintenance kits. So it comes with a bottle of original, a sticker, a microfiber cloth, these microfiber Q-tips, and a thing of Loctite. And then I just have some Diva shit and
I have
a
the,
sticker. And
That
one of
Hydro
these-
knife that we didn't give away the last time. We'll
There we
give
go.
away this time. Yeah.
We have that piece of shit knife to give away as well. Oh no, that one's okay. It was the other one that was a piece of shit.
Yeah, this one's okay. However, I still don't. I mean, the reason I'm not keeping. I mean, it's just not my thing. But yeah,
pretty nice.
it was like $100 knife, apparently from Going Gear EDC, and it doesn't show the
$100.
blade steel, and so that's
Yeah,
why
that's
I
how
was
it's good.
like,
It's
wonder
surgical
what it is.
stainless.
yeah, I don't know. Like,
Surgical
people can
stainless.
probably figure out what blade steel it is. It comes with a really nice sheath. It's just not my thing. So you'll get that, and in the box you'll get on the edge coaster and
There you go. I was hoping you had some of that stuff left because I ran out
Right.
of all the on the edge stuff. Somebody asked me about mugs the other day if we were going to do them again.
I was about to say, yeah, we're totally out of those, but yeah, I
I
don't
wouldn't
know.
mind revisiting that. It's just expensive for those. The mugs are
Yeah.
pricey.
The mugs are pricey. It would probably be cheaper this time if they don't charge us the setup fee, but we'd have to look into it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to use them again. They suck ass. Right? But
I mean,
they are
it-
cheap. I mean, yeah.
The labels, yeah, they were.
Yes, Jacob.
They were.
I might have to go in a minute. We're down to 2 left in stock. So when that happens, I need
Nice.
to make posts and stuff.
We
So
did, we just sold 3 on this live stream. I guarantee.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
That's all because of us,
Apparently.
Jake.
Wait
It's
till
because
of
wait
me.
till it happens.
It's because of Tyler.
I'm flipping
We can
it
do
and
a
showing
big,
people, and
We'll do a big congrats, and then you can go. We'll throw confetti and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'll let you know when it happens, and then I'll have to dip so that I can make all the posts and all that.
Swipe right for Dylan.
That's
Dylan Mallory
That's exciting, dude.
got all my money for a while, Michael. Yeah, we
I gotta
sold a
unbox
few of
something.
those when he was on.
Nice.
Have you
Doesn't
seen
unbox-
that? Tyler, have you seen that knife from Dylan Mallory, the Forest?
Yeah, I didn't order
Looks really
one.
cool.
I wanted to, and I was like,
Yeah, I
on
would.
the fence.
He might still
Yeah.
have some, dude. I would check it out.
Yeah, I've actually known him for a long time, and I was trying to see if he'd like hold one aside for me or something. You know, if he can.
Oh, it's
but
from Joe Lancelot.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it looks dope. It kind of reminds me of the Evo 2.0, actually.
Yeah, I like the design a lot.
Ooh,
It's like a stretched out Evo 2.0.
yeah. Valet tray. Those are dope, guys. I have one.
I have
never
one
thought
too.
I would like utilize it, but I use it every day. Like it's
Yeah.
just perfect to dump your shit on at the end of the
Yeah.
day.
Is it like
Like a-
snap?
So it's like a
No,
toilet
he-
essentially.
Mine
gonna
come
be-
with hardware.
Yeah, there's gonna be pins in there that you put through.
There's going to be
Oh,
bolts.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just put them through each and then screw it. You'll figure
Okay.
it out.
Got you.
And
But
then
this is part-
actually,
This is
Good.
part of my 500 sub giveaway, so I'll be giving this away.
cool.
Sweet.
And
It's damn
then
nice.
I got, so thank you, Joe, if you're watching. I don't know if you are, but I also got something from KPL that's part of the giveaway as well.
Oh, cool.
So when do you think you're going to post the giveaway video?
I'm waiting on one more thing to come in before I post like the announcement for like how to win it and stuff like that. While I got all three of you guys on here, me and Kevin were talking about going live for my 500 sub giveaway.
4 of us actually here.
Or I meant
Well,
like
he
three.
meant the crew.
Oh,
I mean-
sorry, I'm not
No
part
offense,
of the
Tyler. No offense,
exclusive
Tyler.
group. Oh man, do you want me
Jake's
to
gonna
leave
be
it
that one
exclusive
dick
alone?
that says it
I
like
can do
that.
that.
But,
Come back later.
We'll just mute you for a minute. You can just listen but can't say anything.
Oh,
Jake
okay.
just burnt you.
but all right, you're not
Yeah.
invited anymore, Jake. Fuck you.
I
But,
gotta pull you off. I gotta pull you off, Tyler. I'm sorry.
No, but I want to go live to do the giveaway, and want to see if you guys want to go live with me whenever I do it.
Can I get a +1 and bring Tyler though?
Sure, man. I'm totally down. That'd probably help me out.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm gonna avoid this now by showing the shit.
He's like, I'm going to avoid what I just did.
That's the best, man. KPL Heavy's the best. And I love the.
And then I didn't know he sold these, and you put these in your Pelican case,
What are
and
they?
it helps for moisture from getting in. Keep your
Get
knives.
some
I didn't know he sold
silica
those
gel
either.
packs from whatever your knives ship with.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that he sold these. Like, I didn't know what the hell these were
Is
until.
it a strip? I don't understand. Can you?
Yeah,
show
you're
what
supposed
it
to put them inside your
It just looks
Pelican
like a
case.
yellow.
It comes with
thing.
instructions. I feel like that's self-explanatory.
It's
Yeah,
always
but-
getting way too moist in my knife case.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, I was actually worried because mine were in this office the last couple of days because I did the live stream on Thursday. I left my case in here, and it's fucking humid as shit in this room.
I get
And
worried
was
about being
they were
moist
gonna
too.
rust.
That was so
they-
bad because you just said, I worry about getting moist, and then you made a groaning sound. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? What?
I'm already moist.
I'm reading. I'm reading.
I'm wet.
Some weird noise on 6 inches.
Only on the edge, guys.
Jake
Yeah.
is refreshing every.
Yeah, yeah. It says it's for.
Five.
It says you
He's
put
just
this
waiting.
stuff in there, and it's supposed to help with corrosion resistance from shit rusting. So, I think it's pretty cool. Fuck you guys. I think it's cool.
Oh, that's definitely cool. Yeah, I have a quiet carry drift coming just because I need something that doesn't rust. I never thought that was an issue for me, and then this summer I rusted like 10 fucking knives. All in,
Ass
like,
sweat
a
don't
week.
play, son.
It's
Love this
fucking
thing.
humid. As like my daughter, we bought. My dumbass thought her window was like kind of awkward, so I didn't want to get a window unit. we don't have AC. It's an old house. Long story. Anyway, so I got one of those portable ones, and you have to drain it somehow. And that thing, the last like 3-4 days, has been filling up like 5-gallon buckets twice a day of just straight water it's pulling out of the air. It's so fucking humid here.
We don't care that you're so poor that you don't have AC.
Yeah, right.
He has an iPhone, but no AC.
Yeah.
No AC.
Yeah.
He buys 2 of every knife, but has no AC.
Yeah, you got all these knives. You can
That's
turn
why
on
I'm
the
trying
AC
to
pretty
get out of
quick.
this fucking house. Hopefully next year. But yeah, it's not like I've had people come to quote it, and it's just not like one. It's not worth it because there's no way to put a return in upstairs, so you would only have AC downstairs. I'm not paying $12,000 to put it in just for AC downstairs.
Yeah, there's always a way. They're fucktards.
Well, I could do the Mitsubishi units, but the way it's a row home, so like getting to the bedroom wouldn't work. I could only do the back rooms, which is pointless because obviously we want our bedroom to have it. And the window units work really well, actually. So it's not that big of a deal. But I should have got a little window one for her. I got all smart on myself, and now I'm carrying buckets of water to the bathtub every fucking day. So,
Jake, on the Lefty Live, I think they busted your new, because I went back and watched that video, and I think they busted your packaging idea. They said they're going to come in fanny packs, and I thought that was going to be a great idea if you ship them in the fanny pack. So is that a busted theory, or are they shipping in fanny packs?
I'm going to make no comment because it's a surprise. Whatever is happening, you will see when it gets to you.
there you go. Jesus, Kyle. That was your shut the fuck up face is what that was.
He's not really going to ship the damn knife in a fanny pack.
We will see. We'll see what it comes in.
I mean, the people are calling for the fanny pack, so now he won't do it. But he probably was going to do it. He's going to return 3,000 fanny packs now.
Whatever you get, you're going to hate it.
Logo
I promise
on
that.
It. Because people want it, he's just going to turn around and, They ship in an Audi Avant. Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be dope. Comes in an RS6.
The Avant flannel boxers keep it moist.
They're lanolin.
Yeah, lanolin. What the fuck is that all about? It's sheep sponge or spooge? Is that
Have you
what
not
it is?
watched Anchorman?
I watched like 100 years ago. I don't remember every word of it.
Rewatch it. You'll hear about lanolin.
No, I'll just Google it.
Lanolin is
on my iPhone.
It's a very nice fabric material.
Jake, on your live stream on Instagram, you guys said you're changing the flipper tab a little bit. I was curious about that.
Yeah. So we posted a picture on the Instagram. You can see exactly what it'll be reprofiled to. Basically, it's just taking off the very tip, the very corner, so that it's not pointy. It's literally just like a tiny grind flat in on the corner, like at the apex, and then it'll still be chamfered the exact same angle that it's chamfered already, but it just makes it softer to the touch, but you still have the same flat on top. Yeah, there
you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It hasn't bothered me. As I've been flipping, I was curious.
It probably will if you flip it all night and then go to flip it tomorrow.
He'll get a bruise on the tip of your finger like Kev did.
Yep, that's what happened to me. And then you got to tell everybody and bitch about it. So, but this looks great, man. This looks exactly like it would work perfectly. So, and not need to add jimping.
9 times out of 10, I had middle finger flicking anyway. So,
yeah,
it'd be like rare that I would flip it.
I actually really like the flipper action on it.
It's got good. No, it's got great action, and the flipper tab works well. Like it's designed.
Ryan in that picture looked like a prison
I went
photo.
to the flipper tab as opposed to the flick. So I'm glad it's there for sure.
Got to have multiple deployment methods, right, Jake?
Yeah,
that's the way.
Sobek says, "Let me know when you have one left."
Will do. Yeah, it looks like there's still 2. Unless it's not refreshing on my end.
Sobex, you know that some dude's going to buy 2 and then you're going to be fucked. So,
right, just buy the damn thing.
Yeah.
He just wants the last one.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Give it.
He wants number 300, right? Isn't that right? No, is it 150 each?
There's 150 each that are on the pre-order, and then there's another 50 each going to retailers, and then we have more units that'll be numbered that'll be for us to have for warranty and stuff, just in case.
So 225 total of each model is what I got out of that.
Yep.
That's some quick math there, buddy.
50 total, yeah.
He only said
No,
that
it's not.
because he remembers that I said that number earlier.
Yeah, Kevin's not good at math.
I was going to say,
That's
you
not-
said that earlier.
According to my calculations, no.
I just said 550 total, so yeah, I'm not the smartest man ever.
225 plus 225, 550.
I literally
Good deal.
said that. I was like, yeah, 550 total. Wait, no. Sorry. I'm wrong. Okay. It happens.
All right, yeah, it still shows 2. Carry on.
Still
Sorry.
shows too. Yeah. Either the comments just stopped or they're not loading for some reason.
People don't care about you anymore, Kev. That's all it is.
It's
Nope.
not me. This is Kyle's show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well, that's probably true. They're like, the fuck that guy.
The fuck YouTube guy? That guy?
Yeah, the guy who says fuck YouTube after every video. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
That dude says he wants to be the last person.
Where's that T-shirt? I thought we were getting
Yeah,
a design
Kyle
for that.
Kyle starts with an FU and then he ends with an I love you in every video.
He really does.
Oh, yeah. By the way, guys, fuck YouTube and Google, but I love you.
And stay safe in that crazy world we're living in.
Right? It's my
That's the
clothes,
only
man.
reason I'm here.
I think me and Kevin did that for you on Lefty Live.
What?
To stay safe in the crazy
Yeah.
world.
I took
We
care of
did that for him.
And it's,
Yeah.
I'll
Oh.
see you in the next one. It's not.
Hold
Get
on. I'm really sorry to SOBX Scooter, but it went from 2 to 0.
There you
Oh,
go.
shit.
Yeah, see?
Someone bought both of them.
Hopefully
So-
that was him. I told you
Wait.
that would happen.
All right, we sold out. Woo!
We did it.
Yeah,
But
that's
not
freaking
me
awesome.
For the Avant win.
Yes.
Yeah, we're all getting paid because of this. Yeah. Oh, wait, shit. Why am I dancing?
Getting paid in handies is what you're getting.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Bust out them tweezers.
Oh, man. It could have actually been him. He hasn't commented in a minute, so maybe.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
He
busy.
might have,
Still
he
buy
actually
'em.
might have done it.
He's busy on his Android trying to order, and he's going to find out they're all out of stock.
I'd feel so bad. Yeah, we're at 0 on all of them. Perfect.
That's
All right.
awesome, man.
Yeah, I got a dip so I can make a
Go
post about it.
Post your victory. Yeah, go
Make
for
sure
it.
people know. Well, love you guys.
Congrats.
Stay
Congrats,
safe in
brother.
the crazy world
Congrats,
you're living in.
That's what I'm talking about.
See you, bro.
All right, I'll
See you,
talk to
bud.
you later.
Okay. That's awesome. Man, I'm
Yeah,
happy.
that's-
I knew it was going to go quick. So,
Literally took, what, 12 hours? No, it was 9 a.m. Pacific. So it took like 9 hours for them to sell out everything.
Under 12
On their-
hours? That's
on their
that's
first night.
A plus
That's
in my book.
impressive.
For a brand new knife company, a brand new design, like that's
Yeah.
pretty impressive.
That's incredible. Yeah.
I mean, it
Yeah,
definitely
that's really
helps
cool.
that Jake has a healthy following. But
Yeah.
that-
Oh, yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
but
that definitely helps.
But that's
well, I mean, and
a
that's the
good
thing
thing,
is
so.
he has a healthy following. People who watch him have the same taste in knives. He designed the knife, no brainer, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like I knew I was gonna like it, So the prototype had showed up in my house, but I was out of town. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy one
yeah,
anyway. I know I'm gonna
so-
like it. So and now that I have it in hand, it like just justifies
Right.
my purchase. Like that was a good
Well, and you would have,
choice.
you probably would have bought one anyway, right?
I would have, yeah.
Just
Yeah.
because it's Jake. You know?
Exactly.
It
Yeah.
could have been the worst knife ever. I probably would have bought too.
I mean, we have bought the Shadow
Yeah.
Master a few times. So
Today there was another pre-order, and so I'm
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
thinking, yeah, because the thick boy from EMP
How'd that
EDC
go?
went live.
Let me look that up.
Yeah, look it up because I'm not sure. And I was kind of ticked because I really wanted to get it, but I bought 2
You're
of Jake's
ticked at
knives,
yourself.
of course.
So people were questioning the price on Jake's knife.
Well, that dude didn't get it. The scooter guy, he didn't get it. That sucks.
Well, dude,
Oh.
you had all live stream to do it. So that's your own fault. Sorry.
all
He
day
just
today.
bought-
What do you mean?
Yeah, he just bought a chaparral off me actually. So he's in the buying mode. But yeah, he's more or less probably just fucking with us.
Boy,
So yeah, this is the thick boy. But I was saying, people were complaining about the price of Jake's knife. This is a QSP made knife, I think, or it might even be Best Tech on this one. And it's titanium and S35, and it's 310.
yeah.
Oh,
So,
see,
like-
I thought he was going with M390 again.
No, he said, I was confused by that too. It must have been the price that he went down to S35, or maybe for this type of blade, it makes more sense. I did not get one of these. I was all over the Nimble, and I love the Nimble. And I think he's sending me the Gen 2 Nimble prototype this week to check out. But this one just didn't speak to me, like, design language wise. I'm not a cleaver guy, really.
It looks a lot like the Berg's Slim.
Yeah.
What is that? What's that one called?
Yeah, the Berg Blade Slim, and there's this other company that apparently it looks just like, but I don't think he ever even heard of that company before making the design. So, like,
Well, he did a video on that too, and he actually pulled up the videos of his knives. And yeah, they look similar, but they're not the same knife.
He told people to fuck off. I like that.
Yeah.
I saw that
But
video.
It's very hard for anyone to design a new,
Right.
something that doesn't look like anything. That's just nearly impossible these days. There's
And
so many
I swear,
freaks out there.
I'm pretty sure he didn't even know that knife existed, the one that people said he copied.
Well, I will
Such a niche. I'll pull it up. I think it's called Carol Custom.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Is it Carol?
I think Jake and Ryan. Is it Ryan? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they did a great job of like making a pretty original looking knife. I mean, it looks like somebody said it was at UCAP that was like an Arius and a pair of three or had a baby or something.
PM2,
Yeah, like a PM2 and an Arius, yeah.
I think a lot of people have said that, but that's kind of what my brain does. It like puts knives together and says it looks like this. And that is exactly what it kind of looks like, is those two.
Yeah. It's even got a little bit of Strider in there.
Yeah, that was the other one.
Yeah. But it's a unique design. 100%.
Very unique, though. Yeah, it's not.
It just takes inspiration from those. You can tell.
Right.
Yeah, and that's
the way you have to do it. Right. That's the way you have to do it.
Well, those are knives that he loves. So, like, it makes perfect sense. But yeah, the thick boys, I'm just not into thick knives like that. I had a Berg Slim and I really liked it, but it's just too thick and chunky in my pocket. I don't like, that's what she said. I just don't like that style of knife.
That was sly.
I'm not gonna pick one of these up, but I'm sure it's a great knife. And I hope they sell because they look cool, you know.
Yeah, I was hoping we could talk about that with Jake, but he had to bail. But I've had a few people message me, I won't say names or anything, about the price on this. Like, all that price is, what's up with the price on that? And I was like, well, go watch the live stream he did. I'm like, it makes a lot of sense when you put all those things into perspective, right?
Exactly.
Brand new company, starting things out from scratch, never designed a knife before.
Cool.
First order they've done with Riot. I'm sure Riot, I'm not sure, but I'm imagine like as companies like, designers, like let's say Leon Ma, right? He uses Riot for everything. I'm sure the more knives he designs and produces with them, he probably gets a better deal on,
He gets all types of things. Like, they'll make like 5 left-handed versions of a knife. Like, he'll literally get like 10 of them. They're not doing that for anybody, but they're doing it for him because he's been with them forever. So, like,
and he does lots of designs. Yeah, so it's like, I'm sure the pricing, he can probably get the pricing down a little bit because he does so much with them. This is their first time working with them, so it's like
And we did have a little discussion about that before.
Perfect example. That 5.5.
I use this as an example when people ask me that question. Why is that $300 when it's the exact same materials as this? And this is $200. And my answer to that question is, one, this is Urban EDC Supply, which is a retailer doing an exclusive. They're damn sure going to be ordering 500 to 1,000, maybe more, right?
Yeah.
They're ordering the minimum quantity because it's their first knife. So right there is going to be a decent, like that'll take you from 200 to 250 right there, just because they're ordering less. Then you have to think about the knife itself. It has a ridiculous hollow grind on it. This is flat. That has to cost more. Crowning the spine has to cost more.
Yeah, cost more.
Doing the reversible clip has to cost more. And then you add on top of that, it's going to come with, special packaging and shit like that. And then lastly, it's two guys in a garage essentially doing it. It's their first time. You're going to pay more for that because all they've done is lose money. Like, they need to at least have enough money out of this to just make more knives. That's all they want to do. Like, these guys aren't going to go buy a Ferrari after they do this pre-order. Like, they're going to put it into more knives to make. So they're
going to put the money right back into the business. Exactly. So they can do it again.
Yep. And the thing is,
they'll get cheaper later. I would think.
They will. Yeah.
Right.
And the thing is the people who say that, like the people who make it a point to on videos that we make about it or whatever, the people that make a point to do that, we're not going to change their mind by explaining what that process is. If you don't like the knife, you don't have to buy the knife. We're not making you buy the knife.
Well, those are the guys who never spend $300 on a knife, regardless of what it is.
Well, I had a few people comment and say the same thing. It's just a little too much for my taste. It's not for everybody.
That's not. I mean, that's fine. That's totally okay. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Yeah. But obviously, it's for a lot of people because they sold out.
Because it sold out. So, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that speaks volumes right there. Yeah.
Right. Good design is worth that money all day. Yeah. I mean, that's the other thing I forgot to mention is it has a flipper tab. So there's more that goes into it as well in terms of manufacturing. There's a lot of little things that add up on a knife. How things are finished, how things are, it's just
value versus cost. Value, cost is what you're willing to pay for something. Value is what you get in return, right? I don't necessarily think it's a valued at a $300 knife. No, but I think it's worth the cost to pay that.
Right?
Or R2D2s. Yeah, those are the guys who are buying the ultimate deal. Like, they probably are the guys who are all about the Kunwu Tao because it's $150 and you get M390 and titanium.
That's where you're getting value,
Right.
So
it's not bad.
Two suns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This isn't a value knife. This is it's just a good design. It's a new company. It's gonna cost some money.
Right. Mr. Naff Sergeant in the house.
Who knows if it goes farther, we're able to sell a lot more knives on a bigger scale. They may in the future be able to bring that down, but where it's at right now, they have to have it at that price.
And then that's also the guy who then replies to me and says, well, I don't know, like, you buy all these fancy knives, Kev, like, whatever. And then I'm guaranteeing motherfucking to you, I walk into your house and I look at your knife collection and you have 10 fucking thousand Civivis all over the goddamn place. Like, you could sell 10 of those and buy a fucking whole haptic. Like, it's just a different mentality. Some guys just don't understand spending more than $100 on a knife. It just doesn't make sense to them. But they'll spend 90, 50 times in a week. Like, so there's just some of us that save up and then spend the big money, but like more money. And then there's people who just buy budget shit all the time. And that's their
Which
thing.
is fine.
That's fair. Right, yeah,
that's
do whatever
fine.
you want. But I wouldn't say that it's not a $300 knife because it's exactly that. It's a $299 knife. That's what it is.
And guess what? All of us sitting here right now, we were all there at one point. We were all there at one point saying, man, $200 for a knife. Yeah. At one point in our lives, we were like that.
And then we sold all of our fucking cheap knives and bought a good one.
I remember the first knife I bought that was over $100. It was the Zero Tolerance 0566.
Mine was the
Hinderer design. Yeah. I still have that knife, and I keep it. I don't really carry it anymore, but I keep it because it reminds me of that time when I was like, dude, I just spent $160 on a knife. fuck's wrong with me? Like,
I felt like that about the bug out when I spent 114. I felt weird about. I felt guilty as shit.
I did too. I was like,
Yeah.
oh man, I spent that
I'll tell
much.
you what,
And
a bug out's not worth 114 bucks, but whatever.
what was the
That's
knife
all-
that got
there's-
you into collecting though? Like for me, it was the Spyderco Tenacious that I bought at Walmart with like a gift card I got for my birthday or Christmas or something. And it was a Spyderco Tenacious. I bought that for like $45 at the time. That was like the
Right.
ultimate budget knife. That was
That's a
before
lot of
Civivi
people's
and all this
story.
shit came out. And I taught myself how to Spidey flick with that knife. I still have it. And that was the knife that kind of like, I didn't even know that there was this whole EDC community before
Right.
that.
What's
And
that?
that's how I
Bob?
discovered everything.
Just
So-
my Tenacious. I mean, I put copper scales on it just
Oh,
because.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this
so I
was
knew
my
I heard
first
that story
Spyderco.
before.
Yeah.
It was my
Well-
first Spyderco, my first introduction into like, there's a whole nother world of, you know,
Right.
other shit that you
Right.
can get besides gas station or flea market knives. You
Right.
know.
What about you, Tyler?
Mine was the Kershaw Needs Work.
That's a
Oh,
real
really?
knife?
Yeah, have you ever heard
That's
of that
the
knife?
name of a knife? Needs work?
Yeah, Needs Work.
I've never
I
heard of
don't know
that.
what that is.
I'm
Google
gonna
that
look it
shit. Yeah. I go get it, but I don't know where the heck it is. It's probably.
Oh,
I still have it.
yeah.
I've taken it
I got
apart and did all kinds of stuff.
Oh, geez,
Is it
that thing's
assisted?
ugly, man.
Dude, and that's before I knew about tip up and tip down. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I
Yeah,
always
me
carried
too.
knives tip down.
Yeah,
Like, I reversed
tip
the
down.
clip on the Tenacious. Yeah.
Look at this
Like, I didn't know any
fugly
of that.
Yeah, that's it.
Definitely
Oh, wow.
a solid. That's a really good EDC blade shape, though.
Yeah,
I'll
the
give it
worn
that.
clip blade. It's
That
speed
pocket
safe.
clip is holy hell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's bad.
brutal. Which
Bad.
one did
But
you
there- I
have?
mean-
The black?
Yeah, I think so. The black one.
Or you
It's-
still have
but-
it? Gotcha.
I do, but I've like I think I like so I did some of the scales. I either because they're like plastic. I think I like plastic dipped them or something, anything like that, just to mess around with them. I've modded the heck. I've sharpened the heck out of that knife over and over just to learn how to sharpen. That was like my practice knife. Like, yeah. But that was the one. It was a Walmart. It was a Walmart special too. It's like something you can buy
Yeah.
right off the shelf. It's old
Yep.
though, man. Like that's an old knife.
Right.
Like that's been discontinued for a long time.
Yeah, I've
The
never
Avant
heard
would
of
like to thank you for your purchase. The Avant would also like you to know that despite the exchange of funds, you will never own it. I don't know if you saw it the other night, Tyler. You came on really late on the live stream Thursday, and the comments were going nuts, just making all these hipster jokes about the Avant. It was fucking
It was
I think
hilarious.
I think I saw some of those. Yeah, they were pretty funny.
yeah. So that's what that's about. They're still making the jokes. The Avant carries a banjo but doesn't know how to play it.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah, so mine, the first knife I bought with like real money at a gun store was this Boker Subcom 2 or whatever the fuck it is.
That is
I've tried
a
so
nice
hard
little-
to get it sharp and I can't.
Fucking
get it
half
sharp.
serrated. That is the
Oh.
ugliest fucking knife. You talk about
it-
Tyler's knife. That's
it
fucking.
was like $40.
Yeah, my knife is
Right?
actually
It was like
very functional.
$40 for this piece of shit. I was like 21, and this was the only pocket knife I had for years. Like it was just something I occasionally threw in my pocket, sat in my car. I wasn't like a knife guy at the time, but that's the first one I bought. And then, like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I don't know how I was watching GunTube, and I somehow got like directed to Nick Shabazz, and I watched his
That's weird.
videos, and I ended up just like being like, "Oh, knives are cool!" Like, and they don't shoot bullets. Like, I don't have to go to the range to like fuck around with it. Like, it's kind of cool, you know. So that's when I bought a ZT 0450 CF on Amazon for $180. And then, like an asshole, I tried to sharpen it on a work sharp, like field thing that I bought on Amazon, thinking I would sharpen my new knife. And I scratched the shit out of the coating, and I like pretended it was damaged, and Amazon sent me a new one. And
What a dick.
I told
Oh,
you, like,
nice.
I told you like an asshole. I admit it. And I think I said it was damaged, like I got it damaged, but like I totally fucked it up. I was a dick.
Is that your first knife that was over $100?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
I bought a bug out the all blue one, which I modded the shit out of, and I actually sold it last week because I just was not carrying. Yeah, I never carry it.
I didn't think you'd ever sell that though.
Me neither. I didn't think you'd ever sell it.
I can't keep knives that I don't carry. They just sit there and they're like free money for me to buy more knives. So like,
no, I get it. I really do.
I get it totally good. Yeah.
And I just don't even like it anymore. Like I have the Asher Nomad, and this thing drops shut like that. It's on bearings. There's no play, and it has S35. I don't need a bug out. Like, so I never carried it anymore. I only use this for like when I do yard work and shit. It's like my, my work knife or whatever. But like I literally just never carried that bug out. And it was like I was using it for size comparisons.
That's what I mainly use mine for now because I think it's something that everybody has or had in their collection at one point or another. For at least like beginners out there that's just now getting into the hobby. That's mainly all I use it for. I don't carry them.
I never had one. Like I'd had
not
one
much anymore.
But I never
prefer the Para 3
for myself.
Oh yeah, Para 3.
If I had to choose one, I don't carry this much
I'm
either.
a 3 guy.
But like, I don't think I would sell this one just because I don't know. This just seems like a knife that I would pick up if I needed
the
to.
The Para 3 is. I think I've owned more Para 3s than any knife.
Yeah.
Like
the thing is,
the same model.
This is my only Spider Cut.
I'm a PM2 guy because of the size, because I like the size. But I got to admit, every PM or Para 3 that I've had has had a much better detent and action than any of the PM2s that I've had.
Oh, yeah, because it's the same detent. And a smaller blade, it's going to pop a little more.
Yep.
PM2 is a little bit bigger, and it just kind of... Yeah, I didn't love the PM2, actually, either.
I think I've had the Para 3 in every steel that they make it in.
Really?
I don't own them all right now, but I've watched your channel
for probably the last couple years.
I'll be right back,
6 years, 7 years. I've watched your channel. But the main reason why I watch your knife channel, like when you review knives, is because you like knives that are in my size range, like Para 3, bug out size. I'm not a big knife guy, like the big knives. Like Kyle likes really big knives. Every knife.
What you're saying is you don't watch my videos. That's what you're saying. That's exactly what you do.
I do watch your videos. I just don't give a shit about the big knives. I'm like, that's awesome for you with your big ass hands. It works. I don't have that, so I find for my cutting tasks, I don't need a 4-inch blade for my cutting.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send you the Viking.
That 3.25 inch blade, that's like the sweet spot for me.
That is the perfect size blade.
Yeah.
100% hands down, the perfect size.
Yeah. That's why every time if I was looking at something, I check to see if you've done a review on it yet, because I'm just looking to see if it fits your damn hand. If it fits your hand, I know it's going to fit mine.
Stasa 23 will say the same thing, because I've known him forever, and he'd always say that. He's like, I knew if it fit your hand, it fit my hand, because we have like the same hand. Like, we just knew we were similar in size. And,
Jake's similar too. Like he has the same size as me, and I'm like, if it can fit. Now I think he's got more slender fingers than I do, but I'm like, if it fits in his hand, I know it's going to fit in mine. If it fits in Kyle's hand, it's going to be fucking huge in mine. So I know that. Like
exactly.
Kyle's like, this is amazing. Shit, it's not going to work.
I have a good buddy that I'm a good buddy with. He's a knife guy too, and he's very similar. He's actually a little bit shorter than I am, and he's got probably similar size hands and everything, but he actually just loves big knives, period. It doesn't matter if it fits his hand. He just likes freaking huge. I mean, he's got every giant cold steel knife you can think of.
Oh, really?
Well, and he's got some nice knives too. Like, not to say anything wrong cold steel. I'm not saying that, but like they just make outrageously big knives, right? Like they have like the huge size of everything, and he has all of those. He just loves them, and he'll carry them. He'd show up to work. We worked together for probably almost at least probably like 7 years.
Got them dainty Nick Shabazz hands.
Yeah, he'd show up to those. He'd show up to the to work carrying like a cold steel like XL Espada, That works.
Yes.
Right?
I
like
love
this
that
giant
guy.
folding sword, and I'm like, bro.
Yes.
What?
Well,
That's funny.
and the thing
He's
is
like
about
cutting a
big
sandwich
knives,
with it. Like, what's up, bro?
even if you don't have big hands,
No, it didn't.
people like big
Would.
knives because there's options. I think so. Even if you don't have big hands, if you like big knives with big handles, there's a lot more options. Like I have the
That
4-max.
5.5 is like the perfect size for me. Perfect size knife. I like
The Para
that.
3, the Para 3 is the perfect size for me. It's
I
like
think
absolutely
a
perfect.
3.5-inch blade is the perfect size for me. Like this coupe version 2 fits like a glove in my hand. The Evo
Go do the
2.0,
EDC all the way. It's like perfect size.
the Evo 2.0, the Avant is that size.
Yeah,
I like
I'd
the
say
size of the
Para 3
Avant.
Para 3 is a little smaller than that, but somehow the way
It's
they
in the
did
middle
ergo-
between Para 2 and Para 3.
Well,
It's a little
it's
bit bigger
because-
than Para
Yeah,
3.
It's Spyderco. They don't care about blade length to handle length. Like, this handle is way bigger than most knives with a blade that's 3 inches.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty. There's a good comparison, kind of pivot to pivot, just sitting there.
Yeah,
It's definitely a little longer than the handle. Yeah.
It's between a PM2 and a Para 3.
It feels great
but
though. I think
because
it's a good size. Yeah.
it utilizes blade length a lot better than this. So it,
Right.
But
you know,
this is
what I mean?
like
So it's
that's a big pet peeve of mine, right? Like you look at a knife. I think Spyderco absolutely nailed the Para 3 because they took the bigger Para 2 and shrunk it down to a good size. They didn't make it too small, right? Like so many companies, they say, "Oh, we're going to make a smaller size of this knife," and it ends up being like under 3-inch blade, too small. And I'm like,
like
man,
this thing,
like there's so many examples of that. Yeah. What is that?
the mini Tao.
Jesus.
That thing's like a keychain. Like, you
It
made
really
it that
is.
friggin' small.
It's the mini Kunwu Tao. It's just fucking
Oh.
absolutely tight. It's keychain knife.
Yeah.
Did you
You know
ever
what I
see
mean?
a
Like-
Tao?
If they made a smaller
So
version,
what?
make it 3.25-inch blade, and it'd still be smaller than the 4-inch blade model, but you didn't make it too small.
Well, that's
like that. Yeah.
What came out recently? In a
Like,
small-
I've never been a big 940 fan either. Like, I just don't really care
Yeah.
for that knife all that much. But when I seen the mini, the 945 come out, I was a little interested in that because it's smaller size. Like, I've
too
handled the
small.
940.
Yeah.
Is it too small?
It's too small.
Oh, wow.
You'd
I
be
don't know.
disappointed.
That just happened with a knife. It was like 4 inches and way too big.
I never
And
picked
then
it up.
they came out with a mini and it was like 3 inches and it was way too small. Like, why wouldn't you make
yeah.
it
What
3
was
and a-
that?
I can't remember. There was something that recently came out.
I remember
and
I was complaining
excited
about that.
for it.
Yeah. I was actually a little. I mean, I'm still gonna pick up a mini Arius when they finally come out, like next year or whatever.
That's one. They could have made that a little bit bigger.
They could have made it
I
just a little
think,
bit bigger.
I think Jimco did a good job on the 80 20.5.
Yeah,
I think
did
that
a
was
great job
perfect
on that.
size. I think
I'll
that
tell
was
you what
perfect
it was.
size.
Like
I should have a video on it.
the Chris Reeves Sabenzas and the large is a little too big, but the small is a little too small. But I own tons of those knives, like so many. But I'm like, I always end up selling the smalls, but the large is just I feel like a little too big for what I want to carry every day. So it's like I just need something in between there. Just make a 3 1/4. I actually talked to Tim Reeve at a knife show, and Tim and Ann actually. I said, "Would you make a medium Sabenza? You got a small and a large. Make a medium. It'll sell like crazy, like crazy.
Call it medium.
No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that." I'm like, all right, whatever. Like,
Yeah, I agree with you though. I bet they sell like crazy. I like
they would, dude.
There's a lot of small knives that I still like and have in the collection, but they got to have certain features for me. Like they have to have a finger troll because most of them are 3-finger knives for me, unless there's a finger troll. And then with the finger troll, they're comfortable as hell, and I can cut with them all day. I don't need, even though I enjoy the larger blades, I don't need that for my EDC, and so I still care. Like the Nimble is one, the Drift is one, the Fox.
I can
the
get
F5.5.
a 4-finger grip on that, for when I
I
come down.
thought that one was too small. The
It
rib.
You
is
think this one's too
really
small? I like
It was
this
small
too.
for me. Yeah.
The rib.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get 4
it's a
fingers
good
on it.
pocket knife though. I really like it
Yeah.
for that. That's why I got it.
I actually
again.
haven't
It
ever
was the-
handled one, so if you want to send that to me, I'll be glad to give you a better opinion on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. This is the first time I've
I'll
tried
send you mine. Once I
rib.
get it, I'll send you mine because I've reviewed it. I just
Yeah.
wanted the Stormtrooper version.
Yeah, I just
so
got this thing today.
It's
It's
smaller.
like a little native. I did a comparison
Oh.
of it and the little native. They're very similar, but you get the flipper, you get better action, you get better ergos. I think I did a battle between those two.
Sal actually liked the little native more than I like the Riv.
Oh, really?
I did.
Interesting. Maybe because of
I
the
know.
flipper tab with your chunky finger.
Well, usually with flipper tabs, it doesn't work very well for me because I'm already cramped with a small knife, and if it's not a hidden flipper tab, it doesn't really work for me.
I will say an example for me of that would be the Harsey. The full size is just way too big to be functional for me, and then they made it 3.25 inch. Like they should have made it 3.5. It would have been literally perfect for so many people. But they did like the Sabenza. The small Sabenza is too small, and the large one I haven't handled, so I don't know if it's too large. But like 3.5 inches is like the perfect size.
You handled one of mine, didn't you?
A knife, I would assume.
The Spartan Harsey, didn't you handle mine?
Yeah, I've handled those. I was talking about Sabenza, the large.
Oh,
Sabenza.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I've never handled a Sabenza before.
I'm gonna drop off for like 5-10 minutes and just eat something real quick, and I'll jump back on it then. Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
cool, man.
Cool, man.
All right. Be back.
Woo! Now that guy's gone.
Yeah. But yeah, the Koof is a perfect example. So the first ones I bought was the KUF version 3, and it was just a little too small. And then I got the version 4 that Kyle has, and that one's just absolutely too big.
I love it.
And then I found out he has this version 2, which is older, but it has basically a 3.5 inch cutting edge. If my brain math works, I haven't actually measured it, but it's in between the two. So I'm gonna get the Teletubby chopped off, and then
I think with the Teletubby chopped off, it'll look even better.
Oh,
let me answer this dude's question.
I gotta answer some Reddit chats because I posted knives for sale. And
all right, F5.5 or Riv, Chris, what do you like better? Dude, honestly, get both, because then you got the F5.5 as your primary, and then you got your Riv as your secondary. It just depends on what you want it for, dude. I like smaller knives, so they're both good for that. This is obviously way smaller, but I got large size hands. I wear large size glove, and I can get 4 fingers on the handle with this blade. So it's really comfortable in this position. So I really like this, but then again, I just got it today. So kind of in the honeymoon phase. And then this obviously fits way better. So I guess if I had to recommend one to you, if it's your first re-op made knife or if it's your first giant mouse knife, I would go with the F5.5 for your first box design. I just think it's awesome. The blade shape, the action, everything. So yeah, F5.5 I think would be the best choice.
I concur, Captain.
But that's not just taking anything away from this. This is awesome in the fact that it's Stormtrooper colors, that black and white, and all the hardware is all blacked out. That's just really freaking dope. So I cannot.
I think I just sold the Dapper.
Did you?
Yeah, I just posted some stuff up on Reddit before the live stream because I had the Dapper and the custom Lefty left over from my knife sale.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised that the Dapper didn't. Sorry, I looked down and I can see Tyler.
I know, dude. It threw me off too. I could just see Tyler sitting there eating. I'm like, what the fuck? It threw me off. He's laughing.
He's laughing now. Don't worry, nobody else can see it, dude.
Yeah, nobody can see it, dude.
He's like,
yeah, so I had those left over. But yeah, I thought the Dapper would be, they would go pretty quick. But I guess the hype kind of wore off, or maybe the people who really wanted one got one by now.
Right.
It's just a little too thick for me, like the edge and everything. Corey was right about that. If you're still here, Corey. He asked me about it because he said he got one from the first batch and he just thought the edge was too thick. And I thought this was a little better, but after using it for a couple of days, it just like, I expect a little fifth pocket knife like that. I expect to be able to flip it out and easily slice through a package. Like,
Yeah.
Those padded envelopes you get a lot, or like I send shit in those padded envelopes. You should just have to touch the bag and slice, and it should open.
Exactly.
But with that Dapper, it just takes, you got to put some pressure into it, and it's all belly up to the tip, and then it's a pretty stout tip. It's not really like a slicey knife.
Yeah, Corey said, yeah, it's like a hatchet.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but yeah.
That's what he said.
That's funny.
Don't answer, make a battle vid. Oh, he wants me to make a Battle Blades video on the F5.5 or the Riv.
It's a good video. Good idea.
It's a good idea.
Oh, yeah. Kyle, you should add John Grateful Panic as a moderator on your channel. That way he can moderate in here like he does.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I think he called you a
that.
bastard earlier for that.
You just go to the studio on your computer. You go to the studio, and then you can go to, like, settings, and there's a thing to add people. You literally just, like, paste in a link to his channel, and it'll do it for you. I could show you after this, unless you want to do it right now. But
damn, dude, you got a F5 or
Kyle's living there.
a Neutron Rockwell, an Avant, and an AD 20.5. Shit, you ordered a lot. You trying to figure it out, Kyle? You got that? I'm learning face look on.
Yeah, I did.
Man, that was awesome.
Real quick, I'll help you. Go to YouTube, go to your channel, and then
YouTube Studio.
What?
Can I go to the YouTube Studio?
Yeah. Are you on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay, so just go to YouTube and then click the DTOM icon in the top right and click your channel.
Oh, okay. I thought I had to be in the YouTube Studio.
You might.
I'm on my channel.
Hang on, I'll try it. Maybe you do. I don't know. I'll see. Yeah, you do. I'm sorry. Yeah, go to that,
motherfucker.
and then once you get the studio, go to settings down on the bottom left, scroll bar, and then you want to click on community.
Okay.
And then it'll say moderators ? And I have a bunch of people in here. I didn't even know I had so many people in here.
So just type in Grateful Panic?
Yeah, that might work. Or you might have to go open a new tab, go to YouTube, search his channel, and then does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think you can just paste in their URL to their channel. And then you save it. So, like, I have Grady's gear. You might want to add him too. Although he can't moderate very much while he's on a live stream. But yeah, then I have Jake too. I didn't even know I had Jake as a moderator.
You didn't even need that shit. You had to get the password for me.
And then there's a couple hidden users. CJ Garcia, because he tried to put a hit out on me, and then that Tim guy who never shuts up about frame lock.
Hey, wait. Casey said something. Here you go.
Hey, Dorks. All you have to do is go into the chat and click on the dots beside the person's name. Hey, really? Does that work when you're using StreamYard? Nope. So, suck it. It's not going to work in StreamYard.
What the hell? It says no match users found.
Yep, just sold the Dapper. It's got the money. I'm saving up money, guys, because check it out. Anybody over here who is a lefty, the left-handed Vero Axons are coming. Hopefully they'll be available in the next couple weeks on their website. And I'm going to work with Joseph to try to get 2. So I'm going to buy one for myself, obviously. And then I plan on buying another one to give away on the channel, because I think a lefty dedicated knife like that, especially a cool one like a Vero, would be a very good giveaway knife. So I'll use the I have about $230 from Urban EDC Supply affiliate thing right now, so that'll basically cover it, and I'll buy an Axon to give away to you guys. Of course,
That'd be awesome.
You know, if you're not left-handed, I'm sorry. I got other stuff I'm giving away as well, but you know, you could probably trade it for a righty, or I don't know. I'm just gonna.
That reminds me.
If you're right-handed, I'm sorry.
I posted your link to your Urban EDC Supply, Kevin. I put that in the description under the video that I did the unboxing of the Riv. So if anybody wanted to go on Urban EDC Supply and use your little affiliate link, they could.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna say those sold out, but yeah.
But they could buy anything off of there with that. Yeah, that's why I put it in there. So
I think I've got you, Mr. Grateful Panic, as a moderator. You can try to figure that out. I mean, it said that it worked. I saved it, but
he said he's stroking his fanny pack right now.
Who is Grateful Panic?
Yeah, dude. You working a sale right now? You moving some shit?
Yeah, I just sold the Dapper, so I'm just gonna mark that one sold, and then
Kyle, what are you carrying today, Kyle?
Yeah,
what did I carry?
That.
I am still in the process of reviewing the Lianma L1.
Nice.
Yeah,
how you
I
liking
have mine sitting
Integral.
in my safe right now.
I'm really liking it. You know, it actually, is a smaller knife for me, but the detent, as far as being an integral, is spot fucking on. Most of the time when I have an integral, the detent's just not there. This detent is freaking awesome. Yeah, usually the detents are light with an integral. This one, absolutely not. It is a fucking dream to flip. And the fact that I can do the reverse flip using the fuller makes this thing really, really appealing.
Talk to Leon. Let me try that. You said it's smaller. Now I want to try it since it's smaller.
No. Yeah, he actually said, who do I need to send this to next? And I told him, I had a few people in mind, and you're one of them. So,
all right, cool. Because I gotta send you the Zulu. I gotta do that this week. I'm working all weekend, so I gotta wait. But I gotta send that Zulu to you. Yeah. Because I gotta send that to you, and then go to Kevin, and then whoever wants to.
Yeah. I did get a package today or Friday from Mr. Kevin. This is the slip joints from Ben. Well, because you're fucking sick, and I wanted to put on a hazmat. No, I'm just fucking kidding. I haven't opened it yet. No,
open it.
You want me to open it now? I'll open it now.
Yeah, did you get those bearings I sent you?
Dude, yes, I did. I did, and did I not? I thought I made a video. Oh, I think I took that video down because I was doing an unboxing for Chris sending me back his knives. And I thought that other knife was going to be in there, so I started doing an unboxing video, and then it wasn't in there. And so I did.
I just sent you back your shit. I was like,
what does that have to do with the bearings? I sent those
because it was in the same one. It was in the same one, and then I was like, it's not worth it. But I did get that.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I carried the Pena Bronco today, actually, in my left pocket.
Nice.
Tyler's in here twice now.
Yeah, in the first one, he looks really pissed.
He does
not like moving.
I'm gonna add you, Tyler. So put your dick away. And then I'm gonna, I guess, remove. I can ban them from the studio, but I don't want to do that. I don't know why there's two of you out there.
Oh, there it goes.
There it goes.
I didn't have audio on the first one.
Is a cool slip joint. I'm really liking this thing.
Dude, I'm loving mine.
Basically, the slip joint version of my Lanny. Same blade shape.
So I got on you
except the handle
because you didn't really care for the pull at first.
From Mr. Kevin, Lefty EDC, from Benjamin at Jack Wolf Knives. All these are slip joints. I'm not a slip joint guy. You guys know that, but Ben has impressed me so much. I will be buying a slip joint from Ben, Jack Wolf Knives. So these are all his knives, and then I will be checking out.
Take out the one in the black sleeve, the bigger black sleeve. There's one larger one with a single blade. You might like that one. Open that up.
It fits my hand.
Yeah, that's the one I like the most. I like the blade shape. It's fun to fidget with too because it's got a pretty light spring.
Yeah, this one's definitely lighter than some of the other ones. The half stop.
Right.
Plenty of blade to be able to grab without even using the nail nick, which is actually not that great of a nail nick, I thought. But I just grabbed the blade. Yeah. I'm just not into slip joint guys, but Ben is a slip joint. He knows all about them. Like I couldn't even tell you what these are, like at all.
I didn't know either, dude. And then I took a phone call with Ben, and he walked me through it all. I have a video coming out that goes through each of them and the names and everything.
Yeah, I'll probably just steal the names from that video.
Yeah, if you're interested, I think Casey did. He did a video on each one. He spread it out into 4 videos because
are they his designs or are they just?
No, these his designs are not coming out. I mean, he's got them in production, I think, but they're not going to be out and about until. It was supposed to be the first quarter of next year, but it might be pushed back because Riyadh's behind.
I don't know, dude. I've never tried to give left-handed knives to righties, other than I sent a couple to Kyle and Jake so that they could feel my pain, but they didn't understand.
I did the second time you did that.
You did the second time.
Yeah.
I want to do that to like Jared and Eve. There's a couple people I want to send lefty knives to, so you can feel my pain. Because when it's a knife like this Field Duty or the Coupe,
it sucked.
Trying to flick it right-handed, you can't because of the lock bar, right? And that's what I deal with all the time. Like that's why I don't like the Arius as much as everybody loves it, because I can't fucking flick it unless I sit down way on the clip down here like this, you know. So it's just kind of fun to make people do that.
Are you a slip joint guy? Well, I got it in my head. Are you a slip joint guy?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear Tyler. So I said Kyle.
I thought I heard that too, but he said Tyler.
I used to be. I used to have
you
quite a
talking
collection
to me?
of slip joints. Huh? I had a lot of G's back in the day, which is like the best production slip joint you can buy. Really,
they are.
And there's a huge following there, a huge bunch of collectors. The same kind of madness when a GEC would do a drop like on what's that website I used to buy all my GECs from?
I used to get mine from
Collector Knives or
Collector Knives, yeah.
Collector Knives, collectorknives.net, or whatever it was, they do a drop, and everyone would rush and buy them, and then they go on eBay for way more money than they were. That's
the beard, man.
How the GECs are just like any other exclusive.
Yeah.
But
I have one GEC now. I got the Bullnose, and I've had that for a long time. I like the Lion Steel. I like the modern traditionals. Now, I mean, GEC to me is the best for like actual traditional joints, but I have such an infatuation with modern traditionals, having those patterns, but with modern materials.
And having good steel is important, man.
Yeah.
Well, and I know a lot of the traditional guys. Let me see if I can find the one that I just had out of here.
1095 shit that was on there.
Well, I think that's if you're a traditional guy, from what I can tell,
they like patina.
They like patina. That's right. And so, like this knife right here, fuck me. Where's it at?
I do not like patina. I don't like copper. I don't like brass. I don't like how it patinas.
What are y'all's thoughts on the?
I'm okay with patina on my Carta. But even then, I'm kind of like iffy on it. Like I like my shit to look brand new as long as possible.
Right.
With use, I get it, but I want it to look brand new as long as possible. Like I'm just not a big copper and brass kind of dude.
Yeah, I don't think I have it. The only slip joints I had right now are just like Victorinox. Like I've got a couple Pioneers and
I got Pioneer.
But like. Yep. Really, I don't have any other slip joints. I don't even love modern traditionals anymore. Like I like the Pino stuff a lot. There's some definitely awesome modern traditionals, but for me, it's like maybe it's the lack of fidget factor with them. Maybe it's the two-handed opening.
It's what it is for a lot of people.
Yeah,
And the
see,
no
that's what I don't
clip,
like. I don't
not
know.
having a clip, dude.
Yeah, that
kills
was
it.
that.
Like,
No, that's actually a huge thing. Yeah, not having a pocket clip. Yep.
And some modern traditionals though come with a pocket clip. Like I've seen
They do.
JE Made
Clip.
do some stuff with pocket clips on there.
Yeah, the Lion Steel
Tuya did
Thrill.
one, I think. Or they
I
did a
want to
slip
get a
joint.
Lion Steel Thrill still. They have a
Oh, that where it pushes.
yeah, they have
You
that
push
clip
it.
that
Yeah.
sinks into the scale, and you push it
Yeah.
on the other side, it pops. I want to try that. But so this today, I carried because I have these shorts on. I have a couple pairs of these, and they have like a zipper pocket right behind the main pocket.
Right.
So I was like, shit, I could try to just throw the slip joint in that pocket. That's what I did, and it worked great today. But like, if I was wearing regular jeans or shorts, I wouldn't carry it because I just don't want to have shit floating around like that.
Yeah.
So I need to get a clip slip or something.
I was
And
gonna
then
what I was gonna say. Try the clip
and then
slip.
it just becomes like, why? Like I might as well just not do it. You know what I mean? That's why I never
Yeah.
bought them until Ben, was all about this one and his knives coming out. And when I have some kind of I guess, attachment to them, to a knife, then it just becomes something I want to carry. I don't know if that makes sense, but like,
Yeah, it's
Does,
because you
yeah.
like the maker. He's a friend, and like, yeah, I
right.
get it.
So I'll go out of my way a little bit more than I would on a run of the mill knife, where I won't make exceptions for anything.
For me personally, it's nostalgia. It's how I got into knives. My
Right.
grandfather's collection, 95% of it was slip joints.
I meant to
That's what I
ask you
had as a
about that.
kid, and it's all
Now,
nostalgia. It's how I got into knives
you
to
said
begin
your
with.
grandma gave them to you over the
Yeah,
years.
after he died, I got his collection
So
over
do
the
you
years.
still have them?
Yes, they're in the closet.
I would say you should do a video on those knives. I think that would be a good video. I
Yeah.
want to see them.
Okay.
So whether you post it on YouTube or not,
And
I'd
a
be
lot of them
interested
are
to
like
see 'em.
no brand name stuff.
I know,
Like,
but I don't
yeah,
know.
like I have no idea what they are.
Could be
But
cool just to go through them. Maybe people will be able to tell you what they are.
yeah,
I just thought that would be an interesting story, and it might be good for you too to kind of go through them all
I
and
have to hunt through in my storage and
remember your
dig them all
grandfather.
out. And yeah, I've kept them put away for years just because I don't want anything to happen to them. So I got them put in the back of the closet and stuff like that. And
Yeah, maybe there's some in there that you would carry. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I mean,
A
you can
lot of
do
them
whatever
were
you want
stuff
with your
that he
stuff.
got like when he was on vacation or something like that, and he'd go out some store or like general store, he'd pick up a new pocket knife and then bring it back, and that's just he had
Right.
like an EDC before EDC was ever a thing. Like my dad said, he would empty his pockets, his watch, his pocket knife, his wallet, and it'd all go on the dresser right there in a certain spot, and that's where it stayed. And then he'd switch out his pocket knife whenever he got a new one.
Tray.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so the smock guys, I'll go first. So I had a smock. I bought one on Reddit, or I traded for it. It was pretty cool. It was like a pimped out one. It had Sharp Eye Design, White Storm, Fat Carbon scales on it, which is pretty cool. But I just didn't like the knife. As a lefty, it wasn't as functional as like the Malibu is to just hit the button with my index finger. It was awkward to do it on the smock, and the design is a little bit weird to me. I don't like how the blade is all out here, and then there's like it just seems like there's so much space between blade and like where you. I don't know. It's just a weird design to me. So I'm
like the
not the
handle.
biggest fan.
Yeah, I didn't love the handle design more than anything.
Right.
The blade, yeah, the blade's a little funky, but it's actually pretty slicey. Like it's pretty thin
It was.
for a Spyco,
Right.
and I liked that part of it. And so as a utility knife, like breaking down boxes is great, but the handle is just awkward to me. It's like, where do I hold it? Do I choke up here? Do I hold back here?
Right.
You
That's
know what I mean?
what
It
I
just
was
didn't.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like, hey, this fits in my hand. You know how you like instinctively pick up a knife and it just fits right, and you're like, oh, that's how I hold it. I don't have to like move my hand around to find the right positioning. That turned me off on that knife. The action was fun to fidget with. I took out my second detent because there's the double detent on that one. I took out the second detent ball, so it just shut. It shut just like the Malibu does. It did once I took that out. But I wanted to like it a lot.
Do you have a Malibu?
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah, I've had a couple. This is, I think, my third one.
You're a boo-boo guy?
A what? I'm sorry?
A boo-boo guy? I'm just fucking around. Boo-boo. Malibu?
Oh,
that was a stupid joke, Kev.
It was,
sorry.
Somebody earlier called, Jake was showing us his fancy one. I don't know if you saw that. He bought one today at a knife show that's titanium. It has wood inlays, mother of pearl button, DLC blade, like fully milled out clip. It was like $800 or something he bought today. Somebody in the comments called it the bougie boo. So I was just kind of playing for that. Like this one's the Malibu. I love this thing, man. Such a good knife.
Yeah, I had it when it first came out, the reverse Tanto, and then I sold it, and then I ended up picking up the Blade Show edition ones. That had the mother. No, is it mother pearl button or is it?
Wait, were you at Blade Show?
No, I just bought it off of a retailer.
I was gonna say it'd be weird. That
Like I would have gone to Blade Show and not hung out with you guys. That would have been like. I was like, oh yeah, oops, missed you there.
We were about to be pissed.
So you bought it off somebody? Yeah, they did a mother of pearl inlay or button, and I don't know if there's anything else special about it.
It's got like an acid wash blade.
Yeah, something was different, right?
The blade finish is different, but it actually made a video because it was horribly ground. It was like bad, like it looked like a fifth grader sharpened that knife.
They had issues with the grinding, I know.
Yeah,
on the early ones, but
yeah. So the guy from ProTech reached out to me on Instagram and was like, "Hey," he's like, I saw your video because I did like a quick short video on Instagram before I uploaded to YouTube, and he was like, "We'll get you taken care of. We'll send it in, and I was like, he's like, I'll send you a form to fill out and all that jazz. And I sharpen tons of knives. Like I can fix it myself. It's just, it's like one of those things. Like, do I send it into them or do I just fix it myself? And eventually I just said, screw it, I'm just gonna sharpen it, myself and fix it. So I did.
I hate that. That bothers me to no end when I have to do that to a brand new knife, and I will just sell that knife because it pisses me off so much.
Yeah. So I just sharpen it and fix it myself, and but they wanted me to like pay return shipping to them, and I was like, I don't really. That didn't sit well with me for some reason. I was like, wait, you guys screwed up, and you're gonna make me pay shipping to you. Like that doesn't seem right. Like a lot of companies, like I just had a rifle
or whatever.
They send you a label. Yeah, they said here's a UPS label, and send it on back or USPS
That's
or whatever.
That's one of the reasons I don't like KnifeWorks.
Yeah. It rubbed me the wrong way. I was like, this is your mistake, and you said you're gonna take care of me, but you're gonna charge me return shipping. Like it was like $15 they wanted. I'm like, it doesn't cost $15 to ship a knife unless you're, I guess, using FedEx or UPS, right? But whatever.
Right.
It's not a big deal, but
the principle.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I sent them mine. I just sent John Grateful Panic the link to come on. I just thought it'd be cool to have him on. But I fucked up my titanium Malibu. I got it in a trade or something, and I took it apart. I literally made a video on it where I stripped the screw. Like I kept all that in the video because I'm an idiot and I just whatever. But that's fair. I fucked the knife up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send it to you to fix. So that made sense. My Medford Slim Mini, the first one I had, I sent it to them because the detent was too light. Like it was just way too light for my liking. This one I have here is way better, but I sent that in and I had to pay $30 for UPS because they would only let me send it UPS or FedEx. And then I forget what else. I had to have its signature required, some shit like that. And I had to pay for it. So I paid $30 basically to send them my Medford. I think they sent it back. I don't think I paid to have them ship it back to me, but I might have. But it was something like that. And I think with the Malibu, I did pay like $16 to have them send it back too. But again, that one was my fault, so that's fair. I get that.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But there's companies where you fuck it up and they'll still send you a label.
Like, yeah. Shut up, Chris.
Sorry, so Chris, it's just kind of.
I'm confused again.
Kyle looks confused again. Where did he go? He just dropped off. I guess he went to smoke.
I don't know.
But yeah, so I totally would understand why you'd be a little miffed at that. Now, yeah, I'm not sure if you would have said something, they might have just been like, they might have just waved it and sent you the label.
No, I asked.
Oh, and they said no.
They said no. And I was like, all right.
That's weird, man.
I'll either.
They screwed up.
Yeah. Yeah. Bad. It was.
Did you buy it?
It was one of the worst grinds I've seen on that.
You bought it secondary?
No, I bought it from a dealer. So the dealer was like,
all right. So
you can send it back to us, and then they got to send it back to ProTech, and then
how did the dealer have Blade Show models? I guess the dealer bought them at the show.
The dealer bought them at Blade Show, yeah.
It was so like
Way of the Knife, EDC, Way of the Knife. What is that?
Yeah,
one
I know what you're talking
something about. Yeah.
Yeah, if you had bought it secondary, I could maybe see because they can't know if somebody else.
No, I bought it brand new. Yeah.
Right. So that's on them to cover shipping, I would think.
Yeah.
So that is kind of fucked up to hear because usually I've heard really good things about ProTech and their customer service. I think the guy on Instagram or whatever, I think his name is Matt. I think that's
sounds
who
right.
I've talked to.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Because their fucking screw heads are all fucked up. Like they use hex, but they use American hex, standard hex, not metric. And it's like this certain size hex for the pivot and the body screws. And then the clip screws are a different, they're T6. It's fucking weird. So I assumed that this was T6 and this was T6. So the pivot would be T6 and these would be T6. Because the T6 fits in there and almost basically it works because I took this one apart with all just T6. But then I stripped that other one and they told me these are actually a certain hex bit size, the pivot and the body screws. And I'm like,
a T6 pivot? That's tiny.
It's smaller than that. It's not T6, it's a hex size. But a T6 will work. It will. You can get this out with a T6 pretty easy.
Yeah, I would say most pivots are T8, right? At least T8.
T8,
that's weird.
At least. Yeah, it is weird. They use very small screw heads at ProTech. Yeah, that's one thing that I would say is a negative for them. But at the same time, like my Trevor Burger, all T6. Everything on here is a T6, which is weird, right? But this is like a custom, so I guess, if anything happened, he would just fix it. But have you ever tried a burger, dude? These are awesome.
No. I've had I've had 2 Gareth Bowls, but I've never had a burger. Yeah.
Like the Shamwaris?
I've had a Shamwari and a... What's the other model he makes?
The Miura?
Yeah, Miura, yeah.
Were they the Wii ones or his actual custom?
No, they're customs.
Oh, yeah. Sick, dude. Yeah, I had Wii is dope. Yeah. I love this Shamwari.
I shouldn't say won. I put in a spot for a lottery,
right?
And won a spot to buy one. So
you win. Yeah. I won. Now I gotta spend.
I won $7 to send you $800. What? But it was a cool night.
All about?
Huh?
Guys in the comments talking about a bid. Don't know much other than it looks awesome. Is 200 too much?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Oh, here, Holt Blade Works. The Lion is a knockoff? Yeah, there's no model called the Lion.
They're having their own conversation.
Is not Holt. Looks like there's some knife on eBay that looks like a Spectre called the Lion Blade Works something, and it's going for...
Some company in China is like, oh, Lion Blade Works, that sounds good.
I don't know exactly. Right. They're talking about the Spectre. I had one of those in for review recently, and it's a pretty cool knife. I don't think I'd spend $1,500 on one though. I like
No,
the haptic blade shape better. Oh, John's here.
I'm here.
Brother?
What's happening?
He's here.
What's up, buddy?
What?
Am I? So did I make the cut? Am I replacing Chris? What's going on here?
Yep.
Yes.
You're in.
Hell yeah.
But
You're
when
so
he
much
comes
uglier,
back-
but you know, it's okay.
Yeah,
I thought that's what you were going by.
Be like, I was waiting for you two guys, and it won't be you guys. It'll just be me and Kyle. That was funny earlier when he was like, I was waiting to ask you three guys, and then Jake's like, Tyler's here, you fucker.
Dude, don't.
Oh, that's right.
You let him back
You let him
in.
back. Yeah.
Damn.
Let him back in.
You can't replace some
Smokers.
shit. I heard you.
They drop off and come back.
What's up, John?
What's happening, Chris?
Same old deal.
But yeah,
Different
that's
day.
funny. You guys actually both posted a community video the last couple of days, right?
Me and
Tyler.
I did.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And I did one last week.
Yeah, I
Kyle,
did see that.
you didn't post one, right, Kyle?
No, I decided against it. I started to, but
And you
I
were
was
like,
probably
fuck
way
YouTube,
too.
Fuck this. Fuck.
I was
this
probably going to be
racing.
way more insulting than you two guys about that.
Yeah, I tried to be very.
Yeah,
I watched Tyler's and I
you
watched
went-
John's yesterday.
you went further into it than I did, but I did mine before it was like some call out to the community where, like, I just did it because I felt like I needed to, and then I guess Steve like called people out, which, whatever, he just wants to get, some momentum behind the whole thing. I think he's trying to make sure that Slicey doesn't just wander off for a week and then come back and everybody forgets about it. So I think he's trying to like keep his foot on the gas a little bit.
Yeah.
Well,
my
that's just
theory.
that's his thing too. I mean, he's gun ho. I mean, he is a gun ho kind of guy.
He definitely like has a lot of passion for the community and wants to make sure people are protected. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't want to see his friends get taken advantage of. And I totally respect that. He's an abrasive guy. Like I like him a lot, but I have no issues with him at all. But he's a little abrasive, so a lot of people get that vibe like, oh, he's kind of too abrasive. But
It's rough back here.
he's not for everyone. Yeah.
I didn't know Jared was
I think that's what I like about him is that he don't give a shit, and that's
He
what I
does
like
not give a
about
shit.
Super Still Steve. Right.
He does not like. He is
Like
definitely
he
definition
gives
of not.
zero fucks given by Super Still Steve. That's what I like about him, and that's what I've liked about him for however long I've looked on YouTube and watched his stuff. I was just, I don't know. I didn't feel like I needed to do a video because everybody else was doing a video, and I was like, nobody's gonna listen to my ass anyway.
Yeah, it kind of started taking off there when Steve did that. Like a lot of us put out videos, and then it was ironic though. I noticed that the Fuller Fanatic put out a video about it, and I was like,
what?
Fuck that guy.
No, he didn't.
You're one of the guys we're talking about. What are you talking about? I was like,
he
okay,
says
that's cool.
abrasive, Kev. Yeah, I guess I can be abrasive, but I'm not like Super Still Steve. I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean he's like locked on target, and that's all he. You know what I mean? Like
he's got passion, man. He's passionate. No doubt about it.
But I think more important is the fact that the whole Slicey thing came to light, and the guy is obviously a POS. So,
what's crazy is that someone was saying, I'm like, I get that video I made. I didn't intend for that video to be like high views. You know what I mean? I wasn't really trying. I was just, I've been meaning to make a video about it. I've just been way busy, and then I saw your video about it. I was like, oh, I need to make a video about that, and then Steve did that little call. I was like, all right, I'm just going to take a few minutes and record something real quick, and a lot. I mean, that video has tons of comments and people saying most of the time. Most people are saying what we say. It's not.
Right.
There was no one in there defending him, but somebody made a point. They're like, what's weird to me is that people are agreeing and saying this, but he still has 24,000 subscribers. Like he hasn't lost subscribers, and I'm like, that's really weird. I mean,
He lost quite a few, but not like as much as I thought he would.
Because people aren't going on to like actively
unsub.
Unsub. Like I'm gonna go do it right now. Hang on. Let me see.
And the thing is subs don't mean
No.
that
much.
everybody's
Right.
watching his shit. Yeah, I mean, because I'm sure
Yeah, he's got 24K. I'm subscribed. Now I'm unsubscribed on my lefty. I'm gonna go check on my personal one, make sure too.
Yeah, because I was actually a member of his channel at one point. Because he had channel memberships.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was actually a member of his channel because I've actually
canceled it though.
He canceled it. He did.
All right.
I actually had bought a knife from him, and I bought a knife from him. I bought the Hinderer, and then I also participated in a charity raffle.
Charity.
Or not charity. Yeah, I know. And now I'm wondering, did that even go to charity? Because I paid $500 for a Neutron. $500 for a Neutron because it was for charity.
Right.
I wanted to help.
You bought one off of him?
I bought a Hinderer from him, and then I also bought the Neutron, but for charity.
I was in on that bid, dude. I think I went up to like 4 something, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna pay $400 for, and then I waited, and somebody finally threw in $500. That was you? That was before I ever met you, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
Well, it was probably me, you, and there was another guy, the guy who actually made the scales. Damn,
Matt Anderson.
Matt Anderson, yeah. They were going back and forth.
It's so funny. That's weird. I remember standing in my bathroom going like, oh shit, I just bid $450 for this Neutron.
Well, it was for like
for a knife. This is before I spent money on knives, like a lot,
Right. It was for like hunger, like feeding kids and stuff, and I eat
in his area.
So I felt like I needed to give back.
That money probably went in his
pocket. What's messed up? Those kids are still hungry.
Probably so. I mean, I don't actually know for sure if the money actually went. Now, I want to say that that they were actually in the chat when it was happening, but I don't know as far as.
Yeah, who knows? I'm not going to sit here and say he didn't give the money to charity,
but it makes you think. When you hear about stuff like this, it makes you think. Did that happen? Did it really go down legitimately? I don't know.
He's down 1,700, which you think about how many people pay attention to Instagram and other channels and shit. Like
that's quite a bit.
That's fair. I mean, it's complicated. Like you got to remember that there's probably 85% of his subscribers don't sit on Instagram and watch.
And you got to look at the analytics on YouTube as well. Like I looked at mine, and what was it? 66% of the people who watch my videos are unsubscribed. Like only like 33% that watch are actually subscribed to my channel. Right. So like when you add that up, and he's got 24,000. That's over the last 3 years. And somebody could just click and was like, "Oh, I like it, subscribe," and then they never watched it again, but never unsubscribed because they forgot about it.
YouTube actually does some kind of weird thing where if you subscribe to somebody and then you don't watch their videos there's some kind of algorithm thing there where it will automatically unsubscribe you. If you don't watch a certain number of minutes of that person's channel over the next 30 days, they unsub you. So because there's so many people who just shout out for subs and then they get them and people aren't actually watching. They're just clicking subscribe and then moving on. And those get removed again after a month. Exactly. So the people who go and just fan for subscribers, it doesn't always work because you need to have consistent content people are watching to keep the subscriber count or whatever. I don't know how it works. I'm an expert, guys.
So let me ask you this, because we're all on YouTube. We all do videos. And I don't know if this is the same for everybody, but once I started doing YouTube videos,
influencers.
I stopped watching them like how I used to. I used to watch them all the time. Once I started making YouTube videos, I don't watch them all. I watch you guys. I watch my friends' videos, but other than that, I really don't watch it unless there's something that I'm interested in that all of you haven't had yet and haven't experienced. And I'm just trying to get some type of perspective on it. Then I'll click on somebody else's video. But other than that, I really don't watch any other videos like that like I used to.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you do what you used
It's
to do.
hard.
If there's a knife that you don't have much information on that you're gonna buy or want to buy, you're gonna search it on YouTube like anybody probably.
Exactly.
But other than that, like it's a struggle to watch even like your guys' videos that like I'm close with. I can,
It's hard to keep up.
It's almost like homework sometimes. I'm like, all right, I gotta watch Kyle's fucking Nimble review. Jesus, and like, and unless it's something important or interesting, I usually don't. Like, I won't lie, I don't watch all your guys' videos. Like, I watch Tyler's and John's community videos because that was something I was interested in.
Same.
And, there was some reason for me to really watch it, but like I haven't watched your guys' last 5 reviews probably. And I'm sure
you're a
seen
fucking
all
dick.
My videos. I mean,
I'm
it's
just
hard.
kidding.
What kind
I'm
of
the
friend
same
are
way, dude.
you?
If you have
I'm the same way. I'm just kidding. It's hard. It's very hard to find time.
Like,
now, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll basically listen to the video like on the way to work and on the way home.
You gotta have premium. Yeah.
So, hey, Chris, we can't fucking hear you.
Can't hear me?
I can now, but a while ago you sounded like you were in a tunnel, like inside a woman's poontang. Like I couldn't hear shit.
Maybe I was inside somebody's
the mic.
What do you mean, Casey? You're 50-50.
Subs and unsubs watching his content.
Oh, yeah. I do not check any of that shit. I know nothing about the.
I just figured out how to check that shit the other day. That's the reason why I brought it up. So I was like, damn, I could do all this from here. I didn't know that.
People always say shit like Jared is really into it, like using the analytics and like people are watching this, so I'm gonna do more of that. And like for me personally, I could give 2 shits what people like that I put out. I'm not gonna go do more of it because they like it. I'm just doing what I'm doing. Like that's how I do the channel. Otherwise, it's work. Like then.
That's the thing. I'm totally cool with everybody doing that kind of stuff. Like for me, me and Kevin are pretty. Me and Kevin are pretty similar because I don't hardly even look at the views. Like I don't even know how many views I get. They're relatively short. Like the views that I get, the ones that I do see, I don't get a lot of views. But I don't even really look at that anymore, or the subs or nothing like that. I just will make a video. And that's just it, just because it's fun for me. But I don't blame anybody for doing videos on everything they can get their hands on because they want to. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't have time. I just don't. Not anymore. I used to do a video every single day, and I haven't been doing that for
I meant to read Nap's comment. I haven't had any dealings with Slicey. I actually stopped watching his stuff a long time ago. Because they're kind of so I'm the same way. He was one of the channels that when I got into it a couple years ago, Shabazz, Slicey,
it's a beginner channel.
Metal Complex started being in there. I think nowadays when you get into it, you're gonna see Jared, you're gonna see Nick, you're gonna see Slicey, you're gonna see probably Wayne Sharp World. That guy is fucking like taking off, and. Those are the guys who are reviewing everything under the sun. Like every knife that comes out, they have it, right? Because they have all these fucking relationships with all these manufacturers and shit. Like I just struggle to do that. For something
I used to do that.
I don't know.
I used to get like knives right when they first came out and try to throw a video up on that knife before anyone else did. It was like a competition, man. Who could get out the first video on the latest ZT knife or something? And I a lot of times
it's like dog fixing get somebody.
Just went this went nuts, and it's just my daughter's friend. What the crap? I used to get those ZTs and people would be like, how'd you get this so fast? It just came out, and like I just would like hunt them and like as fast as I could get them, or I did sometimes get them from people early, because of manufacturer or whatever, but I haven't done that in a long time, like a long time. I just don't have the energy or the time to do that. Like I just
it's very hard.
It's time consuming when you have a full-time job, you have a family, you have priorities. it depends on how you prioritize it. This will always, it's not first, it's not second, it's not even third. Like, it's what I do for fun.
Right.
So whenever I have to make the time to do these videos and stuff.
But it's very high on what I want to do.
It's very, exactly. But it's not very high on what I need to do. Like,
right.
No,
exactly.
no, yeah.
And I mean, I do find the time to get 2 videos out a day pretty much at this point.
2 a day?
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Holy
insane.
cow, I cannot keep up with that.
I'm putting out a few videos maybe a week, maybe 2 or 3 a week.
Do you guys work from home?
I do, yeah.
No, I don't.
You do? Okay. You said I don't either. I think like if I was to work from home, I think I could probably do it because I think I could probably prioritize, but I don't work from home. I kind of wish I did, but
I would like to work from home, but and my job is physical. I work warehouse all day long.
Yeah,
and
I work from home 3 days a week. But like I record on my lunch. I record like randomly. I'll run out and I'm going to the post office and I have this knife or this package on the porch. I'll just take it and film an unboxing when I'm in the parking lot.
in your truck, and people like that. People love your unboxings in the truck.
Yeah, see,
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna unbox that thing anyway. I might as well just throw the camera on and jabber about it for 10 minutes while I do it. That's kind of how it's pretty much my whole channel is me recording what I would be doing and talking out loud about it instead of thinking the detent sucks. I say it.
Talking / bitching, whatever.
Yeah, Kevin, your channel's like the knife version of the Truman Show. You just video your real life.
Yeah, right.
Got a point, yeah. But yeah,
that's
dude,
why
I'm
people
just
love
like
Kev, though.
freaking
Turns out
exhausted.
I don't care about defense at all.
And I get off of work, dude, and so I schedule mine for Saturday. I try to knock out 2 or 3 videos on Saturday, sometimes more, and I preload them because I know the rest of the week I'm working. And when I get off work, I can't do the truck video thing. Like, I'm dirty, I'm sweaty, I'm nasty, and then I'm like exhausted. And it's hard for me to get excited about a knife when I'm like, I'm dead and I don't want to do anything. I just want to shower and lay down and get ready for the next day. But
if I had a physical job, it would be a struggle. But like
I did the same thing. Yeah, I do it like on the weekend, usually Sunday. I do a lot actually on Sunday and just like knock out a couple of videos and schedule them. I try to do it. I remember the first time I learned you could do that, I was like, it was game changing for me. I didn't know you could do that. This is way back in the day when I first started YouTube, and it's been around a while. Schedule your videos, like
yeah. Recently, I've been doing that. I used to just like be like, okay, it's 8 o'clock. I'm gonna post this one. Oh, it's 10 a.m. I'm gonna post this one. And I was doing it like twice a day. Sometimes I'd forget, and I'd be like, oh shit, gotta post one. So now I just do like 10 a.m. and 6 p.m. and I just schedule them out as I post them.
I don't even do that. I just post whenever I'm ready. I just post them. I don't look at the time.
Hey, Kev, bring up that question from Michael B. He's got a pretty good question for like everybody.
Yeah. And I did want to address this from Naf.
Oh, hold on. I'll pull it up.
Naf, you have good content and people enjoy the videos you do post. And that's why people still watch. I enjoy your videos.
Naf Sargent's videos are awesome.
I really like his maintenance ones, especially. But anyway, Michael B., guys on the panel, what are your ultimate goals in doing YouTube videos? Well,
I already know my answer.
I don't have a goal.
Ferrari and a Lamborghini. And I want to live in Beverly Hills, and I want to have all the knives in the world. No.
Right.
I already know the answer for mine.
Right. Seriously, I never even thought that I would make it to 1,000 subs ever. I never thought I would. And so
your mom believed in you, but you didn't.
Me?
Yeah. Your mom always believed in you.
My mom watches my videos.
You and your giant balls, and she pays for our hotel rooms at Blake's.
That was awesome, right?
Yeah. She hooked it up with her points or whatever.
Her points, yeah.
But yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
Tried,
You never thought
tried to
you'd
get
get
Tyler to
20,000?
come.
Okay, so my goal for when I started doing YouTube, I've already met my goal. My goal was to take my hobby to the next level and share it with other people, and also make friends that were into the same hobby. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I wanted to do. There's nobody
Yeah,
around
son of a
me
bitch.
that's into this kind of shit. You know, I don't have
We're
any
all in it for the
family
money,
members.
you sappy bastard.
So like, I was not in it for the money. I'm in it for friends
money.
and being able to share it
What
with that.
money?
And I got all that way faster than I thought I would. You know, a year ago, nobody knew who I was, and then now I'm on
I mean,
live
nobody
streams.
world
I get to
famous.
talk with I get to talk with you assholes. I get to talk with Tyler, guy who I've watched for years. That's cool. You know, I feel like I'm not kissing
That's
his
so
ass.
sweet.
Shut up. But I'm just saying,
That's
I get to do
Tyler,
some
you
really
gotta
cool
send him a
shit. You
swag
know,
pack,
so
man.
you know, I get to
Swag.
do some pretty cool shit. Nah, shut up. I ain't sucking his dick.
I
All right, listen. So,
You said it. We didn't. You said it.
yeah,
No.
yeah. You're gonna tell me that later, though, when we end this live stream. You're gonna tell me that later.
Of
Oh,
course.
that's-
But I'm already doing what I want to do. So, yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Tyler?
That actually, like, I mean,
Here, you
I'm
want me
pretty
to put
much
the
on the
question
same.
back up?
No, you're good.
Oh, sorry.
That's on the same.
Uh,
I'm on the same
that's
page
okay.
with you guys.
Chris.
You know, really, it started like years ago. I just was into knives, and I was just getting into them, and I did some gun videos and stuff too. So I was into a lot of stuff, and I really just wanted to like, you know, like do it as a hobby,
Second
and just like,
Amendment.
yeah, I just want to do it as a hobby, and it grew pretty quickly, and then I started getting like passionate about it, and then I started meeting a lot of good people in the community, you know, and so it just really kind of like kept me going. You know, there's been many times over the years I thought, why do I make videos, right? Like, I'm not making any money doing this, you know.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Paul.
Sorry, that comment was hilarious.
No, that was funny. You know, yeah, we're not
You're
in
not
it for
gonna
the
make
money.
money.
No, you're not
I
gonna make
mean-
money, and it's for fun. It's a hobby. I like sharing my, you know, thoughts and feelings about products and knives or whatever it is
Right.
with other people, and I get a lot of positive feedback, and so I think that continues to drive you to do more, right?
Oh, yeah,
things
for
like
sure.
that, like,
It's the best part.
That's the best feeling ever is when people are really liking your stuff and it makes you want to do more.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
look at Jake, and what Chris just said. You know, like he's watched my channel a long time now. He gets to talk with me. You know, he's a content creator also. He's, that's cool. Like Dylan Mallory said that to me at a knife show. He's like, dude, I've been watching your channel for years, and then you reviewed one of my knives that I designed, and it was like this like moment of like, oh my gosh,
yeah,
like
that's
full
cool
circle.
shit. Yeah.
And I hear those kind of things. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep making videos because that's cool. Like those few stories. Jake said the same thing to me when I was on my podcast. He's like, your channel was one of the ones that kind of inspired me to start on YouTube. And I was like, hey, that's awesome. You know, Jake's doing. I think Jake puts out way better content than I do. So it's like, I'm like,
You're a bit of an
bro.
OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. For
And-
YouTube, yeah, he's an OG.
Yeah, but that's why I keep making videos. So I didn't get into it for money. It was just part of I was passionate about knives and guns and other things, and I like doing the videos. And then I kind of got into this big community of people, and next thing you know, here I am still making videos, and I'll continue to do it. I don't plan on stopping. Yeah, what's up?
You're the reason I know Liang Ma.
Yeah.
In case anybody's interested, Kyle, you always say I got you into Liang Ma stuff. Tyler's video on this knife is why I originally got into Liang Ma, and why it's like he's literally like my favorite designer at this point.
I watched his video on the Field Duty EDC, and I was like, "Fuck yeah!" And then plus
you guys
are both raving,
right?
Yeah.
Underrated.
So I need to say a big
So
thank
underrated.
you to Tyler because fuck, I love his knives.
Who?
Oh.
Ma? Okay.
Yeah, I need to thank Tyler then because if Tyler hadn't got you into it, then you wouldn't have got me into it.
So stop thanking me in your videos. Start thanking Tyler. What about you, John? What's your motivation? What's your evil plan?
Total world domination, dude. Like getting everybody's.
That's what we figured.
No, I
we
mean,
know that was Kevin because he's German.
well, yeah, of course.
Hey, Casper's in the house. What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
What's up,
Casper's been
Casper?
in the house.
He's our
Um,
China hater, our residential China hater. That didn't make sense. Residential. What am I thinking of? There's a word for that.
resident.
Anyway.
Resident. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, when I started, I didn't really have any goals. I was just doing it. It was fun. I was meeting people, and then like pretty much now I've reached my ultimate goal because like I just dig like doing the live streams on the weekends. Well, Tuesday and then every other Saturday. Like I'm digging that shit.
And Friday.
Yeah, and whenever Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, occasional like midday Sunday, whenever. But no, man, I've got like a good group of people that join those, and I mean, literally, like last night,
same
3.5 hours.
These.
Yeah, pretty much. And 3.5 hours later, I'm like, oh crap, dude, we've been doing this for 3.5 hours because we're just steady going the whole time, just laughing, having a good time.
That's the best part.
I think
lives are the best. I think
they're my favorite part.
Definitely.
Take away the YouTube videos. I want to do the live.
I don't need to watch your videos. I can hang out with you on Saturday or whenever, Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I think
that's why we got into this anyway. And like money wise, I don't care about the money at all. It would be nice to like break even to where I'm not like dumping money, into the channel. Right. That's not even a worry. No, but just cover shipping to.
I guess if you got real stingy and like you started getting ad money and just used it for shipping, like you didn't do giveaways or because I feel like once you start getting the ad money, then you're like, all right, now I got to use this to put into the channel for swag and to get knives to give away and stuff because that feels good, right? Like. Yeah. The people are the ones watching the videos. They're the ones watching the ads. They're the reason I'm getting this money. So I'm going to just put that into knives to give away or whatever. But I guess there are some people, and it might probably be smart to just not do that. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't give away a lot of shit. Take that money and let it work for shipping and shit like that, So that is obviously a way to do
that doesn't work because the other best thing other than doing live streams is giving people free shit.
Exactly.
So
that's the best, dude.
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
I love giving out free shit.
Unless you're slicey dicey, then never mind.
Oh,
I shouldn't have said that.
Then you just
that was a low blow. That was a low blow.
I was waiting for
My
it.
bad.
That was full circle. Full circle.
Damn.
So I will say, for me, other than all the stuff we talked about, like it's my hobby and it's a lot of fun, and I really got into Instagram last year, and then I started talking to Kyle and Jake, and they both had channels, and it was like, when are you going to start yours? And I just kind of like eventually started doing it, and then I would ask those guys for advice on like what kind of camera should I use, what kind of light should I use, all that bullshit that you do when you start a channel. It just seemed like the right thing to do to start a channel because like everybody I talked to had one at the time. But my biggest thing, one of the reasons I really wanted to start a channel was because of guys like Slicey Dicey, where I could just tell they weren't giving honest reviews. Like as much as, I don't know, it's just hard to explain. Like,
yeah. Get what you're saying.
I just wanted people to say what they felt about the fucking knife. And that's what my ultimate goal was starting the channel was I will just say what I think, whether it's good or bad, whether that company hates me later or not. I don't give a fuck. I'm just going to say what I think. And I think I've kind of done that pretty well. And
I 100% agree.
That was my biggest thing with starting the channel was I just wanted people to be able to look up a knife and see what somebody actually thinks of it and not just have them promote it and say it's good, and then kind of
Michael B hit it on the head. Michael B hit it on the head for Tyler. That's why he likes Tyler because he knows he's going to be
for a number of years. I appreciate your honesty and exactly. There you go. It just pisses me off when you watch a video and a dude says a knife is good and then you buy it because you thought the knife was good. You get it, it's a piece of shit. And it's obvious stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like it just doesn't fit my hand. It fit his hand, not mine. no, it's like this knife is a piece of shit. Like the grind is all fucked up. The fit and finish is garbage. There's there's play and everything. Like, and that was kind of my motivating factor. So I don't know.
I'll
Hey,
tell
Michael,
you the
I
secret.
appreciate that comment, Michael B. Appreciate that.
The secret behind Slicey's
He wants
his
to
whole
vary.
existence was getting
Hey.
stroked. Like he liked getting
Stroked,
stroked, and then his
Ball
diehard
sack.
followers, they were about getting stroked because they're the ones paying to have him mention them and all that crap.
Yeah. Well, no, I agree with that. He's a attention whore. That's
Thank
why
you,
he's a
Mateo.
stand-up comic. Like, he wants people to laugh at his jokes, which aren't funny. And I watched a couple of those videos, and I actually did laugh at like one or two jokes. So he had some good stuff, but a lot of it. You should have seen the one video we saw where he was pretending to be a leprechaun. It was the worst comedy I've ever seen in my
Oh, I
entire
saw
life.
that. Yeah.
You guys
Did we
remember
do it
that?
on the live?
I wish we did, because if we had it, we should play it right now. If anybody
I thought
has
we
that
pulled it up on a
leprechaun
live.
footage,
I thought we did. Maybe we didn't.
I seriously doubt. I doubt we called out Slicey Dicey for not being funny on a live stream. I can just assume that. That wasn't vogue until now. That wasn't vogue shit. But Mateo is talking about his jerky. He sent me that video. We'll post next week, and I'm always a week ahead, so it sucks because like I've already sold knives that I'm posting unboxings on tomorrow. But
I love me some jerky. I'm just saying.
But he made jerky for me and sent me two kinds. And it was funny because in the unboxing, I was like, I just have Ziploc bags of jerky here. This guy could be trying to kill me. Like, but no, this is the
The
knife
guy who
jerky.
sends you money all the time.
And this is
trying
gonna
to
be
kill you.
fantastic jerky. Right. So his jerky's amazing. So I asked for more. I was like, I'll pay. Like, you should bag this shit and sell it, dude. He makes some good jerky. It's like that nice and thin jerky. Like, I hate when it's like thick and chewy. His is like thin and kind of not crispy, but sort of. It's hard to explain. It's really good. And it's making me like a couple pounds of it. But you guys should get on the bandwagon. Mateo's got some fire jerky.
Oh yeah, he sent me some. It was
I
banging.
should burn my tongue off, man.
Well, I definitely want some. That's for sure. Because I love.
Talk to Mateo, man. He's awesome, dude. He just sent it to me. He sent me these patches. E-Tank King.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's badass. But you're
He
not the
sent me a
D10
couple.
King. You're the
Yeah,
D10
he's
Diva.
awesome. I know.
D10
I guess
Diva.
he didn't have Diva.
Hey, Mateo said he'd send you some, Kyle, but you've got to review a battle axe.
There you go.
Ha, I'll do it, and I'll dress up. and
Oh yeah,
cosplay.
Ghibli, bitch. Yeah.
I'll dress up as Ghibli.
I gotta send you that tomahawk. That would be perfect.
That'd be
That
awesome.
would be perfect.
We know what
Yeah.
Kyle's
And,
going to ask for Halloween
I don't
this
know how
year.
expensive it is to send a tomahawk to people, but I should send that out to you guys to like review because it's a really nice piece.
Yeah, I got the
Ryan
whole
Pearson did a
blade.
great
It was
job.
really nice.
It even has a chawl.
Sure.
Showed up.
Chol.
People complaining about gas and lumber prices. Jerky prices are highway robbery. You're right.
He's
dude.
not lying.
You
He's
are
not
correct.
lying.
We need to kick in more super chats for WD-40 for Kyle's door. Yeah, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
This one is
Nice.
This
Do
one's
it
on
already.
the channel. So all the super chats go to Kyle.
That's awesome.
He needs them. He's a broke ass guy. He's got an Android and a squeaky door.
And a chair.
Yeah.
I got a squeaky
Yeah.
chair and a
I
squeaky
gotta
door.
take a piss real quick. I'll be right back. I gotta switch earbuds too. So if I come back like a robot, you know why. Okay.
So
Back to his. Oh, go ahead, Chris. What are you gonna say?
yeah, go ahead, dude. Go ahead. You're good.
I was just gonna say, back to the top we were talking about, and he kind of mentioned. Kev said he wanted to start a channel to actually give honest opinions on knives instead of promoting them. That's one thing that I've noticed because I kind of am an OG guy. I've been doing it a long time, and
Right.
it didn't used to be like that. Like a lot of the OG knife reviewers were not like that, at all. And then there was like the last, I don't know, couple of years, there's just been a big influx of channels like that. I'm not going to name any channels or anything, but like, I feel like there's a lot of channels that are like that, and that's what they're about, and not, getting a review, like an actual, like, hey, not giving their actual opinion, not saying bad things about knives sometimes, using them. I see that a lot, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that knife didn't ever get used to do anything.
That's why I tend to watch the channels that have a smaller sub count, because majority of them are paying for their knives. They haven't been provided by the manufacturer, and they bought them, so they're giving you their honest opinion on it. And I've noticed with these creators that have huge amount of subscribers, like even more than what Slicey had and stuff like that, you really don't see them reviewing anything or
more of a promotion,
saying anything bad. Like, you really don't hear anything bad about it. And I'm not saying like that's a bad thing, but I want to hear the negative with the good stuff. It helps me put a better picture in my mind if I want to purchase this or not. I want to take the good with the bad, and if something's shit, you need to say.
There's a way. First of all, Chris, you're an awesome. Thank you for the donation. You're freaking a man. Now, and as far as that, like, I don't like today. I don't buy knives for review. Like, I'll get some in for a review from other people, but I don't even really buy knives that I'm not pretty confident that I'm going to like.
Exactly.
A lot of guys, and when I was beginning the channel, I would take any loaner that anybody would give me. And I'm pretty easy to please, but like now I just don't buy knives that I'm not going to like. I know that I'm not going to like. And so that's the way it is for me now. Mateo, what did he say? He gave me another donation. What is that? I'll send you some if you want flavor. That's good. Yes. Whatever you said, Kevin. Dude, you're awesome. And I'll pay for shipping. Just let me know.
But I also like your videos because it's from a user's viewpoint. Like, I'm honest in my videos. I'm not much of a user. I'm a fidgeter. Right. You know what I mean? And most of my knives I call them Amazon warriors. That's what I call them, because I'm tackling Amazon boxes with my knives. That's about it.
So am I. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not out there batoning. I live in an apartment complex. I don't go out into the woods and I'm, chopping shit down with my $300 pocket knife that I'm whipping out. I'm going to bring a freaking fixed blade with me out there. I'm going to bring an axe or something. I don't kind of understand all those videos. I get it to see what it can take, but I'm never going to do that. So, and I'm honest, and I'm like, look, I don't use knives like that. So if you're looking for that type of content, there's plenty of other people out there that do that kind of stuff. So,
Chris, I am waiting on you to do a duck butchering video.
Oh, bro, it's coming. It is coming. I'm going to ask for that custom kitchen knife that you got from CJ Miller, and I'm going to cook some duck with that shit. Them ducks are crazy, bro.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with you just not using your knives for a lot of stuff. That's fine. Like, they're not just they're fun. They're cool, right? Like, we like knives because they're cool. It's not all about utility. If that was the case, we just carry a box cutter, right, and just cut boxes with that.
Exactly.
It's just, and there's nothing wrong with that, like, at all. Fidget factor is part of knives for a lot of people. That's why I don't like slip joints, right? Because there's no fidget factor, right?
Yeah.
But I do like to, I do like channels like Super Shield Steve used to do videos on knife steel testing a lot, and Output 76. A lot of those guys, they do a ton of work. Like, it takes. I used to do some of those videos, dude. It is so much time to do those videos. Like,
yes,
I had to stop doing them because it's so time consuming, and then you don't get. There's not a lot of views on them. It's frustrating as crap. You're like, I just spent like days doing this video, like editing, doing all the cutting, all this stuff, and I'm like, and it gets like no views, and it's not all about views, right? But at the same time, it's like, you put a lot of effort into it. It would be nice to, have some like return on that somewhat, and those channels, I mean, none of those guys that I mentioned have very big subscriber counts, right? They don't have tons of viewers, but they have like hardcore guys that really like their stuff because they're really hard to use guys, right? And that's okay. That's a good niche for them to have on YouTube,
Right.
But there needs to be like, but when they review a knife, I know they've used the piss out of it. Like I know that they have used it, and I know that like when I get it in my hand, I'm not going to have hot spots, and it's not going to cause, you know what I mean, ergonomic issues and stuff like that, because that's important, you know.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So I think a lot of use that I do is kind of superficial. I'd say like I'm more like
mine's
you.
mundane, just simple.
I really just I usually cut down cardboard. Cardboard's probably the number one thing I cut. You know, but sometimes when I do videos, I'll test things. I'll get a little crazy, like on my mini Adamas review. I did a lot of abuse of that knife just for fun. Like I was like, you know what?
But I wanted to watch that because that knife is marketed towards that. Like it's a hard use knife. So I do look at content like that. I don't do that kind of content, but I'm like, I want to watch that because this knife is marketed as a hard use knife. So I want to see some hard use on it, see what it can stand up to. I know it's going to handle everything I could throw at it perfectly fine. But I want to see somebody take it to its limits. To me, that's cool. Like, I get that.
But I would say, and I say this all the time in my videos, I would say 90% of people that, I don't know, 90, that's a high number, but majority of people that are into knives like us really don't use their knives very hard. Like it's not, you know, it's more of a fidget, it's more of a open a box,
right.
Stuff for the recycle bin. Like that's really, I would say, majority of people's use. There is that small percentage of people. I mean, you work in a warehouse though, Chris. I'm kind of surprised that you don't like, you know.
I do. But I carry a beater because I get tons of gunk and shit in my pockets. All day long. Yeah, no, I carry a beater knife with me. I get all kinds of metal shavings.
You're not carrying your Liam mod to the. I get it.
No, because I'd have to take that apart every single day and clean it in order to maintain that. And I'm like, I carry a Manix 2 lightweight every single day with me at work, and I've used the app. Now, see, I hard use that knife because you know it's a beater knife to me. I beat the shit out of it, but it works, and ergonomically it fits great. It's a bigger knife, but it's lightweight. You know, I used to piss out of that knife. And before that, it was the Native 5 lightweight from Spyderco that I used every single day at work.
Both good users for sure. And I tell people that in my videos. I'm like, look, I work from home. I used to work in an office job. I'm not out there like doing hard labor. You know what I mean? So take my knife use for what it's worth. But I think the key is just being transparent, right? Like you said, I let people know that. You know, I try to say, hey, look, you know, in this video, I'm going to actually beat the crap out of this knife. Not what I would normally do, but for the sake of entertainment, sake of this video, I'm going to do it. You know, like as long as you're transparent with people, I think that goes so far. Like they get that trust with you. You know, like, hey, I don't feel like this guy's trying to sell me something. Ironically, I'm in sales for my living. I'm not trying to sell knives for anyone because I don't get paid to sell knives.
I didn't get paid. You know? I bought this. Why would I sell it? Like, I'm not trying to sell you this. I'm telling you what I think. And I've also found there's two types of videos that get the most views, at least for my channel. Unboxing videos and EDC pocket dumps.
Dude,
those are the two that get the highest amount of views.
Totally.
EDC pocket dumps takes the cake every single time.
Weird. It's so weird to me. I've never understood it.
Like it gets the most views with me just emptying out my pockets and going, okay, I'm carrying this. The next day I look and there's hundreds of views on there, and I'm like, but I show a $400 or $500 knife the very next day doesn't even hold a candle to the EDC pocket dump review video.
Yep, it's kind of funny.
What's wrong, Kev?
Top 10s, yes. Nap Sergeant got it right. Top 10 review, top 10 videos.
My number one video has, I don't know how many views. I haven't checked recently, but it was over 500,000 at one point. It's probably higher now. And it was top 10 knives under $100. I made it years ago. Years and years ago. And that, he's 100% right on. Like top 10 videos, people, I don't know if that's what they're searching on YouTube, like how they get to that video. Like, are they putting in top 10 knives or?
I have no idea if they're looking at it or if they just stumble across it or what. But
that's for sure. Huge one.
The highest amount of views I've gotten in the past like 2 or 3 weeks was my top 3 knives for life video that I did. That got a lot of views on there.
That's a good one.
What are you talking about? Views?
Yeah, like it's weird, like what gets a lot of views and what doesn't. And
Mine are pretty consistent. I feel like I get like the same amount of views on most knives.
Everybody just wants to hear you bitch. That's all.
Yeah.
I can check.
Dude, the craziest thing, what surprised me, what I've been getting a shit ton of views on is those stupid shorts that I've been doing lately with, I'll
those
take
are funny.
audio.
Oh, really?
They've been getting
The
like
little shorts
crazy
that you've
amount
been
of views.
posting? Wow.
Yeah.
I tried
So
doing
it
one of
is
those the other
random.
day, and it wouldn't upload for some reason. I tried doing it like 3 times. Just a short little EDC pocket dump. It was like 30 seconds, and it wouldn't like upload. And I was like, what the hell? So, I don't know what's going on.
I've done a few of those shorts too. I agree that they do get a lot of views. It's like you're attracting the TikTokers over or something. Like they only want to watch the 30-second video for some reason. So
well, they might count. I think they count the view quicker. So like, on YouTube, if you have a 10-minute video, if you only watch 30 seconds,
that's awesome.
For topless a lot. Maybe you found top 10
by accident.
Yeah, like if you make a 10-minute video and somebody watches 30 seconds, I don't think it counts as a view. Whereas if you do a short, I'm sure if anybody watches a second of it, it counts. That would be my guess. Yeah, my views are actually pretty all over the place. They go from like 300 to like a couple thousand. There's randomly.
Yeah, it just depends on what it is.
It's mostly between like 300 and 900 on average. It seems like this is just me looking at the last 20 videos. But I do have 2,300 on that community video, so that must be a topic people are into because they're searching that probably.
Yeah,
because
probably
it's something. But that's like a lot of people are in the pass around groups, like the Apex group or whatever.
Yeah.
And what you got to realize about that is if you're going to take a pass around knife, there's going to be 10 other people who have had the same knife before you. So that video has been made 10 times already. So like you're not going to get that many views on the damn designs, whatever, because or the Civivi, whatever, because everybody's making a video on that knife. So like I'll do the pass around thing, but I try to do it for like knives that I just don't want to dish out for. Because I pretty much buy or have a loaner on anything that I show. Like I don't do the pass around. I've probably done like 5 videos from a pass around knife at this point. I mostly buy everything, and then I get loaners that people are just like, I want to send you this. I'm like, okay.
That's the reason why I'm glad I got this before you, because my video is up on this, and I know there's nobody else has a video up yet.
There you go, bro.
Hey, man, as long as you
part
put
of the
my
game.
link in, I don't care.
I did put your link in. I did.
Hey, Chris, I saw your video. Hold on. Chris has actually asked this a couple of times. Just on event. Christopher's take. I have not, because I was actually one of the last ones, because it wasn't actually I didn't win the lottery. I had got off somebody else's. So it was one of the last ones. I haven't heard anything yet. Yeah. So he's going to email me as soon as they get one.
He told me he took your money.
There's too many Chris's in this chat, man. I'm getting confused every single time you say Chris. I'm like, what?
Christopher's tank.
He's
another Bama boy.
I wanted to show you guys a knife I bought today because I'm actually excited about it. That's a stupid way to say that because obviously I bought it. But
you're excited about a knife?
What? An MBK knife. I haven't bought one of theirs in a while. But they now have the slayback flipper, which has 2 very interesting things. One, it's not a double detent anymore. It's now an inset liner lock. So lefties, it's going to work for us because there's no frame lock, which is my biggest issue with their EDC 1.0 and 2.0. I really like the 1.5 because it's an inset liner lock like this. Secondly, it has ZDP 189 on it, and they say the HRC is between 66 and 67, which I thought was pretty impressive. I've never had that steel, and I just thought it would be a good one to get.
It's usually run pretty hard like that. That's pretty standard.
Yeah. It looks dope, dude. Look at that warning on there, and it's a sway back kind of deal, but they didn't go full sway back and fuck the handle up. Because you know how on swaybacks they usually have like a bent ass handle, like the opposite way. I hate that. This seems pretty neutral. It does look like it has a little bit of a bulge down here. That's what she said too. It is a smaller knife, 3 inches on the blade, 8 overall. Well, 8 overall is not bad. That can't be right, can it?
No.
3-inch blade and a 4-inch handle. How the fuck could it possibly be an 8-inch overall knife?
Did someone at Blade HQ write that up for him?
Yeah, I wonder. It's probably it's got to be 7 or less, right? Because sometimes
it's not 8.
It's not always. It's not always blade plus handle, but it's got to be less
usually pretty close
equal to that. Yeah. But anyway, it's a Laconico design, and it's still available, guys. If you're interested, $200. I think. I will say I've had their EZC 1.5, and the build quality on that, I 100% can vouch and say it's worth the $200 price mark.
Who's the OEM on there?
They don't say. It's
and that bugs the crap out of me. I'm sorry.
It does. It bugs the crap out of a lot of people.
It's probably
why?
one of the because nobody knows it. They don't want to tell you for 2 reasons. One, they don't want somebody else to use them because it might be a small shop that can't handle huge volume. And if somebody else is like, oh, they make this, then they're going to put in a huge order. And then MBK is delayed on everything. 2, it might be a no-name OEM, and then people might be less inclined to buy the knife because they've never heard of it. Because it's not Riot or Kaiser or whatever. Those are my theories. But
I also wonder if it has to do with Ray's, because Ray has had a relation with Kaiser for a long time. So I wonder if they're trying to keep that under wraps. So it has something to do with that. Maybe I don't know.
Kaiser made the first EZC, the 1.0, and then they switched because I don't know if it's because of that, but the detent sucked on that. There's some issues with that knife, so they switched, and now they've been using this OEM. But OEMs are interesting, guys. They vary a lot. Companies will use multiple OEMs for one knife. Like I have stated many times that I think CKF uses Riot for their parts. And I've had people tell me, like Justin from OCD for EDC, that maybe they make some of the parts, but they don't make all the parts for CKF knives. There's some OEM, I forget the name of, he told me about HEA. No, that's a knife company. HEK. I forget what it is, but there's some company that makes a lot of CKF parts and knives. But to me, it's unmistakable that this blade is a Riot Prime. It's just unmistakable, in my opinion. If you look at the grind lines on the Evo and compare it to any other Riot belt satin, it's identical. The lines, the finish, the little bit of cloudiness on there. So I'm pretty sure Riot does the blades, but I can't be certain.
But I just think
know why I went down that rabbit hole, but it is good to state who it is at this point. Yes.
Yeah, it's just transparency. If Jake and on the Avant had not, he was very clear. Hey, this is Riot. We're using that.
That's because he's proud of it.
Yeah, he should be. So why is MBK? Right. Are they not proud of their? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I think it's because they don't know. So I think it's because Richie says, Kev, you are spot on about MBK and the OEM. There you go. Because they're small. They have a relationship with MBK, Lindy and Richie. It's a small OEM that they don't want other people to discover, basically, which is fair. I mean, because in China, it's the Wild West. Anybody could, if they knew who that company was, they could go in there and bang, just drop. Here, I want 20,000 fucking Jaegers, and then MBK is like, fuck, because now they're put on the back burner because somebody just ordered 20,000 units. So that's a reason to keep it to yourself. But when it's a company like Riot or QSP or Kaiser that everybody knows, then it makes sense to put it out there when it's one that people trust.
I mean, and the thing is they just have to know, even if that's the case, they just have to know that there's going to be a lot of people that won't buy the knife because they don't know. It's just a part of it.
Because they want to make sure they're getting a quality knife for their money, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
which they are quality.
That's
like,
why you
everyone
should
I've
watch
handled
the
has been good.
reviews.
Yeah, you're right.
Because you'll hear people like me say the build quality is up there. It's good.
Yeah,
I mean, for a
I agree.
$200 price range, that build quality is great. It's very good for the price. I'd say for the materials they use and the build quality, they could easily charge another $50 or $100 and probably get away with it. So I think MBK knives are actually kind of a bargain if you think about it. They're usually 200 or less. And I've even asked them before for like a reviewer discount because I was buying like a few of their knives back when the MBK or the 1.5 and the mini old guard came out. I bought a couple back to back, and I asked, and they said, like, dude, we can't, like, we shouldn't even be charging what we're charging for the knife, like, so we can't give more of a discount. So they're trying to keep that price point down.
And by using this OEM and not saying who it is, they probably can do that. That's probably part of the equation too.
They found a good OEM that's not super expensive because they're not well known, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like Asher knives. If you asked him what his OEM is, he probably would want to tell you, but I'm not even sure he knows. Like it all gets like.
I think I did ask him once, and he said Hong Kong somewhere is what I heard. That's all he remember him telling me.
Well, no, it's in that town that all the knife companies are, I think. But he uses a what do you call it, like a go-between or whatever out of Hong Kong. So that company sources it all through multiple OEMs, I think, something like that. So he has like a point of contact in Hong Kong that gets his knives made for him by whoever happens to do it, I guess. I don't know how it all works, but
like they're bidding out every time or something like
that. Yeah, and so you would think that would cause more problems than it's worth, because being in manufacturing, and it sounds like CF Custom Knife Factory does this, and it works well for them. But you would think getting multiple parts from different manufacturers and then trying to put that together, like knives are something that you need to basically fit together.
Sorry, Mateo. He was asking about the towel. So on the Kunwu towel, I talked to Sergio the other day, and he said, I'm trying to go back through our chat. They're going to go through payments first of this week. So I'm guessing starting Monday, they're going to start getting payments for the pre-orders, and they're going to be shipped priority in 4 days from then, I guess is what he's saying. So they are coming from China, so it's not going to be like, priority USPS, but once it gets here, I guess it'll be priority USPS. I don't know what he means, but priority sounds like a good thing. So it looks like you guys should be getting your emails to get payment this coming week, which is good because trust me, the towel is worth the wait. If you're paying $170 or whatever it was, it's just such a good knife for that price. That's an OEM right there that you don't know about. Kunwu is their own OEM. Like,
I haven't checked out one of their knives. I've seen your guys' videos and I've been curious about them, but
you didn't get in on that pre-order?
No, I didn't.
I think I don't know if you like front flippers / regular flippers, or you were like a hole only guy.
No, I like front flippers sometimes.
The thing is, I think it comes back to our previous conversation with Tyler, because this is actually a big knife, but the small version is way too small. So I'm not sure.
That's definitely what I was. Yeah, that's why I pulled it out. So this is the. Do you have something I have, Kyle? The F5. Do you have that near you?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll both hold up the F5 to the knife. And you can see this thing is way tinier than the F5, and that one's a lot bigger.
Yeah,
this thing's
that's
like
really not.
2.5 inches or something on the blade. They would, I think they would have killed it if they did a 3.125 or something like that.
That would have been
that one is
perfect.
already. That's the problem. That one's
Preaching to the choir.
3.4.
Preaching to the choir. I say that every time I make a smaller knife. I'm like, don't make it too small. Oh, you made it too small. Good job. Like,
but for some people like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I think majority. Okay, I'm speaking in absolutes, which I don't know this to be true or not, but I would think that most knife guys like the 3 to 3.5 inch range or bigger, right? There's
3.3, 3.5 is that sweet spot for almost everyone, I'd say. But if you think about it, at least for me, and I've heard this from a lot of people. Hey, Shane's in the house. What's up, Shane Gables? Pointing at Super Steel Steve's dick in your video or your picture the other day. I was giving him shit. He posted a picture on Instagram. He's literally just pointing at Steve's dick. I should pull it up. But when I got into knives, and I don't know if Kyle can attest to this because I might have still been that way when we first met. I was always just like worried about it being 3 inches to like 3.25. I didn't want anything bigger than 3.25. I don't know why in my head, like, because now 3.5 inches is perfect for a knife, I think. But I really liked smaller knives before. I have no idea why. I think it's because you get into the hobby and maybe a big knife seems scary or something. I don't fucking know. It seems weird to carry a big knife or something. And then you slowly start to learn what you like and you grow in the hobby and you're more likely to carry weird shit. Like, I don't know. And then eventually you're like, okay, what's the perfect size for me? And for me, it's, 3.3 to 3.5 inches is the perfect size. But I'll try anything pretty much because any knife can be perfect in its own way. If the ergos work and everything, like there's some tiny knives that just don't work at all for me. And there's some really big knives that don't work for me, but then the opposite is true. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but
well, I was the opposite. When I first got into it, I was into really big knives, and then as I progressed,
knives
realized that I didn't need that big of a knife. And
I was the opposite.
So I went smaller, and then now I'm fine with the knives on the smaller side. Yeah,
you were more of a user.
Cal brings out the
got his hand. Yeah, like I feel like I throw my hip out like carrying.
Yeah, it's a 4Max.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna show you this. This is Shane pointing at that guy's dick. Look, he's pointing right at Super Steel Steve's dick.
That's awesome.
And that's what I told him. I forget what he said, but
he's not actually pointing. He's pulling his hand away because, like, right before that, he was cupping it. And he actually caught him.
Yeah, so I said the Avant wouldn't be caught dead hanging with these guys, and then Steve said something about you're hanging, or what did he say? You're just saying that because I let you touch my wiener, and I said he's definitely pointing at your wiener. Balls. That's funny.
Hey, Kev, let's give away some stuff.
You want to do that now?
Yeah.
Only 11.
Well, I'm about to get off here in a minute.
Yeah, it's like we've been going for 3
Kyle's
hours.
cue to bail?
We've been here for 3 hours. I figured it'd be a good time for us to start doing that.
All right. The answer to what I just said was yes. Kyle's done.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Kyle's done.
All right. So we got the KPL maintenance kit. That's all right. We'll have an after party somewhere on John's channel or my channel or something.
Wherever.
Diva pin, lefty sticker, Diva sticker. Do something nice for somebody sticker. That one's important right now, guys.
That Zach stuff that did that?
Yeah, I think these actually came from Budgeteer Blades, I believe, sent me these.
Yeah, I watched.
Or was
I
it
watched his
Jared
community
White? No,
video,
it was
too.
Jared White.
I got some of those too.
Is that
He
the
sent
same
me some.
person?
That's the same person.
Okay, that's what I thought. So yeah, Jared White, aka Budgeteer Blades, sent me these. I think they are Zach's design or something. I don't know. Do you know, John?
No, they're it's Zach's motto, the DSKFS, and then
Right.
Jared took and had that sticker designed and made.
There you go. So it's Jared's design. Thank you, Jared.
It was a collaboration.
Yeah, perfect timing too. I got him like right as shit hit the fan.
If you haven't watched his community video, you should watch his too, Zach's.
Yeah, it was basically, it was just sad, really.
I watched it today, and I was just like bummed after I watched it. Like you can hear it in his voice.
I was pissed,
Lacey
actually.
was
I was
a
like,
friend,
bro.
but
Yeah.
that
More
was
than anything, I was pissed.
that's
Made me more
just
mad. I was
rough,
like,
though,
he's
man.
such a nice guy. Why would you take advantage of such a good
he's
dude,
awesome.
you know?
To do
He's
that
done a
to, like,
lot of good shit for the community.
Yeah. To do that to like a friend is one thing, you know? Like to do it to a random person who's viewing and buys a knife and you don't send it. I'm not saying that's okay, but like you're gonna then just not even pay a friend who he literally still was sending him knives to review. Like he just got back that Magic Whiskers, right?
Yeah.
So he was still sending him stuff a year after that shit happened. Like that's how good of a dude Zach is.
Right.
And Slicey still hadn't paid him. I was kind of confused that I don't know if Zach actually thought there'd be like $400 bills in there or something, but like maybe he asked him when he said send them back, like, you know, are you gonna actually send me my money now? You're making shit right. But I don't know. I didn't expect there to be anything in there.
The letter was like the worst part. It was like this like apology, and it was like 2 sentences. Sorry, it took so long. Something like that.
Sorry, it took so long.
Gosh, dude! Like,
he said, "Here's some stickers. Maybe they'll be worth something someday." What the hell, you jackass?
That's what I was gonna say. Maybe they'll be collectible one day or soon. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit, dude. Seriously.
Yeah. That's just low.
Yeah.
Man.
I think that put a lot of people over the edge because Zach
maybe they'll be collectible one day. Wow.
That's the only reason I made my videos. I watched Zach's video and I got so pissed off. I was like, "Oh, screw it! I got to do something."
Maybe there'll be toilet paper
noticed,
one day.
Because you said he could go die and choke on something, and I was like, "Wait, is this John?" Like,
dude, I was mad, man.
Most peaceful dude ever, and then all right, so how are we gonna do the giveaway? We don't have any middle names left. Wait, John, have we got your middle name?
We got John and Tyler.
Well, I think we've already done Tyler's.
We have Tyler last time he was on.
I think we done John's too, didn't we?
I don't know if we did John's. I don't think so.
We haven't done John's.
Put it in the private chat, John.
Yep.
All right.
We'll see if it's probably John. John.
John.
John Jacob G-Man.
Hammerschmidt. Dude, I was so pissed off my AirPods. Like, one of them's not charged, the other one is. Like, so annoying.
Somebody put Michael Morgan said even the Avant didn't rip people off that bad.
That's great, man. That is
But yeah, anyway, I hope that answered your question, Mateo. It looks like payment will be coming in, or you'll be paying next week, and then you'll be able to. It'll ship basically when you pay. So that was one good thing about the towel, the pre-order that he basically did that pre-order because you guys had been asking from my video and Kyle's video and Jake's video. You guys wanted them and you didn't know about the Kickstarter. So that's why he basically did another run, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, I do too. I got a guy at work who's on that list, and he's really excited.
And I know it's been a while. You know, he said a month, and it's probably been 2, but shit happens. They had some issues with machines, but that's why he didn't take any money until they were ready, you know?
Right. He did it the right way.
Yeah. And I think he's going to send me one. He's going to send me a towel and maybe a mini, too, so we have both. And I'll do a giveaway and we'll do both in a giveaway. So that'll be cool. All right. MBK has been posting on IG a US made folder. Yeah, I saw that. I saw their video. It looked like it had USA made action, like slow roll action. But otherwise, it looked cool. Hopefully,
Yeah, I wonder who the OEM is in the US.
No, I think they're making it.
Oh, they're making
Yeah,
it themselves?
Yeah, I think
Well,
they
then,
have their own
yeah.
shop. That's how they did the Field Trucker, right?
That's right. It's not like Ray doesn't
Yeah,
have experience making knives. He certainly
Yeah,
does.
that's true.
So.
So it's basically a custom. All right. His middle name is. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's okay. So,
It was like my first guess too. That's
yeah.
crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
don't give
All
it away, dude. You were supposed to say it's fucking hard. God. Kevin,
Oh yeah,
let's-
guys, it's super hard.
Let's guess your dog's middle name. Doesn't have one, so that's easy.
All right, so when Kevin puts in start,
Oh my God, Kyle needs to go. Jesus. We can switch. We'll switch to my channel, guys. Once Kyle goes to bed like an old man.
Yeah, okay. Crazy World. See y'all later. Okay, Kyle, you can go.
Yep. We can just keep it going. Kyle can leave on his own channel. It's not a big deal. All
I
right.
was just thinking that it was 3 hours that everybody was probably ready.
I'm not, dude. I'm refreshed from being sick. I'm ready to party tonight, man.
That's every week.
Yeah, but it's been a week of being sick, so like.
It's
Yeah.
true.
All right, keep an eye out, guys. It's gonna happen quick.
No, it's not. It's hard. Remember?
No, you already ruined it. So.
Oh.
I wouldn't have guessed that though. Let's get this party started. Yes, sir. I know. I need to get myself. His name reminded me of. Sorry, I didn't mean to put that up. You didn't win. Sorry. Abdul. Abdul. His name is EDC Oz, so it makes me think of the Roosevelt. I need one of those.
So do I.
Kyle got all greedy and took the one that somebody offered.
Damn, Skippy. I can't wait.
Let's see.
Selfish bastard.
They're not even close so far.
Nope.
I know. I'm surprised.
Christopher's Tanks did guess my dad's name though. That's my dad's middle name, Ralph.
John. Hey, you
No,
only
right.
got one.
Chicago.
One vote.
Dude, Lancelot put Otto. That'd be a cool fucking
Should
middle name.
we limit it to one vote? I never thought of that. Or one guess. We always just
No,
let
not
them
with
guess
not with the
something
middle
else.
name. Not with the middle
There's
name.
not
'cause
enough
that's-
people in here where they could do like one guess.
All right. A ball
Get a
sack.
ball
for the
sack.
After party. Yeah. Don't worry.
Thanks, buddy.
We got you covered. Kyle's gonna get $2.
Names suck.
His middle name isn't named Suck. John named Suck.
How has nobody gotten it? Is this serious shit right now? There's no way. It's so easy.
It is a pretty common name.
That reminds me of 2 knives I ordered. Oh no, I told you about
Hey,
the.
Hey,
we got
that
one.
one.
Oh, there it
We
is.
got
Josh
one.
Worth got it.
Oh no, he's in fucking goddamn Australia. God damn it!
Ah.
All right. So the way we're gonna do this is one of us is gonna send the stuff to the other person, and then we'll send one package to Australia.
Yeah,
So,
sounds like a plan.
that's the way we got to do it. But Josh is he's one of my loyal viewers, so I'll pay for the shipping, no problem.
Do you
But I
want
don't
me to
think we
send you
should.
the knife?
I don't think we should both pay for shipping to Australia. It'll cost $50. So you send me the knife, or I'll send you the knife or this stuff, and then we'll do it. However you want to do it, Chris, Kyle. Sorry.
Okay.
And Josh, did you order a T-shirt? Because I'm thinking if I have to send you a T-shirt, I could just send this with that. That's an idea. He said, "Nah, man, I can pay. We're not going to make you pay for a giveaway.
I'm not gonna make you pay for a giveaway. We're not slicey dicey.
Yeah, we're not
Another jab.
douchebags. Especially not to one of the best viewers out there. Not going to do
Right.
it.
Giveaway means we give it to you.
Oh, you
not
say you
buy
got a
it.
coaster, not a shirt. Man, because you should have got a shirt, bro. You asked me about the shirts, and then you never bought one. You're going to regret that when the D10 Diva shirts are collectible.
You're getting another coaster with this one too.
Yeah. I mean, that's not a leather coaster like the D10 ones, but
Right.
Kyle, you didn't even buy a coaster, you scumbag. Neither did Chris or Jake. Bitch.
You
I bought
basically
your
sold
shirt,
out.
bitch. I didn't buy your coaster, but I bought your shirt.
You would love my coaster, man.
I bought 2 shirts.
It's because you had
I
to
bought-
sew them together.
I bought
Remember,
4.
you said you bought both of them so you could sew them together.
Man. Kyle, do you have any knives to send me? Or I might have something to send you. I do have all the front flippers still. I should send you to review. Like the Pena Lanny and the Burger and the Shamwiri. I could send all those with this stuff, and then we could send it to Australia. I'll still pay for it. But
No, I don't mind. I'll pay for everything. If you're gonna send all that, then that's fine. I'll work with it.
all right, we'll figure it out. Josh, just give us a little time to get it sorted out. I know you don't care. It's going to take 4 months to get there anyway. So, but yes, thank you, dude. Really appreciate you.
Is Australia even taking anything from the U.S.? Because they're like on super lockdown right now.
No, everything I send him, he seems to get. Did you get the coaster, Josh? That was like a week ago, so I don't know.
He said he just got it, like the other day, I think. Yeah, he got them the other day.
Kevin, sell posters. Posters of what?
Oh,
The detail.
no. You should. All right, John. The stickers that you got made of Kevin, you should make that into a poster.
Whose
Oh,
middle name is Nobody.
Dude, you have no idea how I've got so many other, like, because I printed out all those one at like the little the different monuments and stuff. I've got one of him. I've got one of him on stage with Justin Bieber.
Not yet. It's in New York. Black hole.
Somebody else must have said that.
Anything that goes East Coast takes long. That's weird. I'm on the East Coast though, so like I'm 2 hours from New York, basically. I don't know why it would take that long. I guess because it ships the other way to Australia. I don't know.
Lancelot Leather said that's the centerfold. That's awesome.
New York is also a fuck target.
Tyler's back.
Yeah, sorry,
On
my
other
phone
news.
paused.
Oh.
yeah,
Mateo
what's going on?
said, "You see my super chat, John? I didn't. Did we miss one?
What?
I don't know.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, right.
We need
here.
a ball sack.
I'm ready for a lefty stream. I don't know why he asked John though. That's funny.
Because we
John-
were going to put him as the
Hey,
ball sack.
the moderator. Did you do that?
Yeah, he did
I
it.
did. Yeah.
I showed you how. John is
Yeah,
very
so-
trustworthy. Jordan's in the house. What's up, Jordan? He's the guy I sold the Arius to. So I don't know if you guys saw my
Nice.
Arius video this week. I got one on a pretty good deal. I went searching a couple weeks ago. I was like, I need an Arius. I need to just prove that it does not work left-handed, or it does, and be super happy, right? And people were like, "You're gonna pay $800 for an Arius? Like, that's just what they're going for." And I was like, "Okay." So I'm looking, found some dude on their Facebook group, the Arius component group, and he sold me it for $625 or something like that.
Wow.
I think he
That's a good
said
deal.
600.
That is a
but
good
then
deal.
I said I would cover taxes and shipping. I sent him a little extra, so I sent like $630 or $650, or I forget. But anyway, it was like $625 basically. And I get
Yeah.
it.
Good deal.
He said there was a snail trail in the clip, and that was it, right? It was a Gen 4 Batch 5, like brand new one from April, with the bronze hardware. Like the pivot is bronze, which is kind of new. Usually the pivots are just like plain titanium or stonewash. So anyway, I get it. I do the video, and it just doesn't work for a lefty. I'm like, fuck, you know. So I disassembled it, cleaned it and everything, got it running like a boss, and I sold it to Jordan because he asked for divs. So I sell it to him for what I paid, and luckily he fucking loves it. So there's a new Arius owner out there that is enjoying it, that makes me happy, you know?
Yeah. Good for Jordan. You'll love it, man.
He said, yeah, I found out those are actually worth like 100 more than the PJ. What is worth 100 more? The ones with the
milling on it?
With the bronze hardware? I think that's what he means. But yeah, Nap says I should check out a Herman. I've heard of them, but I've never seen one or handled one. I'd love to. Do you have one, Nap? We should send some knives back and forth, dude. I feel like that would be a good idea. Because you have some cool like shit.
A badass collection. We'd come out good on that deal.
Cool shit, yeah.
He's got some badass stuff.
But I'm just saying we could loan each other knives. And we need to have him on the goddamn live stream.
Hey, dude, I'm all for it.
Nap, can you come on next either Thursday or 2 weeks from now, Saturday? We'd love to have you on, dude. I think that would be a good one. I like Nap.
Kyle needs to review that ginormous knife that NAF has.
The ones with bronze hardware.
Oh, yeah.
The triple XL.
Yeah, dude, the Midgard.
Yeah, that's the Midgards.
Yeah, which Kyle loves. Did you keep the mini one?
No, I sold the mini because I like this one so much.
So you did sell it. Who did you sell it to? Anybody we know or just?
No.
Did you get your money back?
Yeah, I got the same price that I bought it from you from.
Okay, because that was just a weird affair right away.
That is a gnarly looking knife.
Yeah, the mini one is just as gnarly, honestly. It's it's not mini, dude, at all. Like,
no, it's not mini.
Yeah.
Like, I need to send this to Chris just to have him fuck with it.
So you still like that one, but you didn't like the mini.
I didn't. Well, the thing is the mini was fine, but I like this one better, so I didn't need both of them.
Kevin,
of course, you like the huge ass.
Rest. Let's go.
Go on a freaking war with that
go
thing.
To your what church? I don't know what he's trying to say here, but here's what I'll say. Does anybody get that joke?
Kevin,
he's saying that Kyle needs to rest.
I'm the breeder because I have 5 children. And they let go. So
the breeder. I thought he was calling me Kevin the breeder, and I was like,
"That's what I thought too."
Nap says weekdays are iffy because I'm usually working. All right. Well, what about Saturdays?
Yeah,
so like the next
2 weeks from today.
The next on the edge will be 2 weeks from today. So if you can make it, that would be cool. We promise.
All right, guys.
We'll take
this breeder's tired. I'm getting off of here.
Were you drunk or told to do the Left Concepts Avant pre-order? Oh no, I was drunk last night and I just did it.
You couldn't tell? It's just my buddy made a knife and he's selling it now. Y'all go take a look at it.
Because I didn't feel like
dude, you sounded like you were trashed.
I didn't want to get up early to do it, so I just posted it at like 1 a.m. Fuck you guys.
That was hilarious.
At least they sold out. I don't care.
All right, guys, I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later, peace out. Later, Chris.
All right. Well, Kyle, are you going to go too? Is that your plan here?
Yeah, I got to get out here.
All right. I'll hold the fort down. You can go. I'm gonna keep this train rolling for now.
It's but like Tyler's like, take me with you.
No,
I do need to go. Actually,
yeah, you need to go, man. Go.
I've been out of town. I just got home right when I jumped on the stream. I just got home from out of town, so I was like, I'm a little beat, to be honest with you. So it's fun being on, though. Appreciate you having me on again.
Yep, Tyler, as always, we love having you on.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Don't be shy about inviting me. I'll come.
Kyle, do you want to do your thing? We can end this, and maybe I'll start another one. on my channel or something. I'll figure it out.
Whatever you want to do, man.
Yeah.
You want me to do my thing?
Yeah, you can do your thing. Thank you, guys. Josh.
Thanks, guys.
Congrats on the win.
Thanks for having me on, fellas.
Yeah.
All right, guys. As always, fuck YouTube and Google. And stay safe in this absolutely crazy world that we are living in. And we will see you guys in the next one.
We'll catch you in the next.